Ahoy, landlubbers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. I am very upset. Let me tell you about what just happened and why we've started a few minutes late. So, uh, I tested Ghost Trick yesterday. It's a console game. It should be fine. They're typically a lot more forgiving as long as you have an Elgato or some go-between than, like, running the game on your PC. By the way, is the music? Oh no, the music is currently off for you, huh? We'll get back to that later. It's really good. Um, yeah, so everything should be fine. I started the computer like I try to restart the computer before every stream, just because usually between streams I'm doing something like processor intensive, like I don't know, rendering multiple hours of video to upload to YouTube and then uploading it to YouTube. So I did that. I restarted at like 4:30. I go live like 6 my time. I get just about every piece of the stream tested and in place. And then I go to test just to make sure that OBS is throughputting the console, which it should be doing. There's no reason it shouldn't be doing that. It's not doing that. So I go through, because there is a rare problem that I don't know how to repeat or do on purpose to, like, demonstrate anything. And I don't know where the problem is. But every now and then, the Elgato, the thing I connect the console to so it goes to the computer so you can see games on stream that way, sometimes it just decides that it's not an output device. And I've tried everything I could do except the one thing that I knew would be a problem to fix it, and none of them worked. I tried to restart OBS. I tried to close OBS and restart the Elgato's own software, which isn't super helpful for streaming. Just to, like, get it to change what the computer's looking for and the path it's routing it through or whatever. I tried disconnecting the HDMI cables on, like, either side of the Elgato. And then it leaves me with just the one thing I don't want to do, which is to disconnect on either end the USB connection from the Elgato to the computer. And let me tell you why I don't want to do that. Because if you do that, it will 100% crash the computer. But only under this specific circumstance, where it's not acting as an output device to the TV. But I know it's going to do that. I know I've reached this point. And so, I do it. Because the only alternative is to restart the computer anyway. And I figure there's like a less than 1% chance that it will actually just work and not crash the computer. But it didn't. It crashed the computer. Which is fine, I guess. But here's the problem. Even though I had just restarted the computer, when it booted back up, do you know what it did? First off, because there's not just one problem. First off, it did an entire Windows update, unprompted. Just didn't ask for my consent, didn't give any indication one was waiting, but it had me go through the extra steps and time for the computer to restart and do a whole Windows update, and let me tell you what I did not appreciate. That at all. So I have to wait for the computer to boot up through this extra long process, and then the software doesn't want to do anything because it's dealing with whatever the new Windows update is. But it doesn't stop there, because do you know what happened next? Because I didn't, because I've never seen this before. Two things happened. A couple of things are going to happen. One, it did a forced update to OBS, and do you know what that did? It cleared every preset I had in OBS. Now, luckily, not that long ago, I was messing around with something that I thought might nuke all of my settings in OBS. So I had saved a preset for that. Two, in fact, and I needed both of them. But I had to get the software to pull the presets, and the whole layout of OBS is different now. So it just looks different, and I don't really know how to do anything in it. And that's a problem. And would you like to know why? Because the other thing that happened is it erased every preset on my Stream Deck, which I use to navigate between things and shortcut things like firing the confetti cannon during the stream. All of that is gone. I don't have a backup for that. I now have to manually go in and reset all of that. Every single sound, I have to reset it's going to take me hours to do that. And I have no idea why. There is no reason, I can think of no reason why that would happen. Like, it's not like a Windows property. It's its own software. Like, it should just work separately. It should have saved, I have no idea why that memory is just gone, but it is. So now I'm going to have to manually operate the stream because this happened like 5 minutes after I was supposed to start streaming. It's insane. I couldn't write this down as like a stress nightmare. I'd be like, that's insane. Something like that should not physically be possible. And yet, here we are. Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick is a game I've never played, but have seen to completion because I'm one of those weirdos who watches Let's Plays, but also makes content. There's not a lot of overlap there from what I can tell. Normally, you either watch content or you make content. I do both. I make content of games that I feel like I can play, and I watch content of stuff that I don't have the patience for. Ghost Trick's a weird one, though, because it's in the weird period of time where I was in college and had no money for games, and also thought that adults weren't supposed to play games. So I didn't allocate much of the limited budget that I had to buying So I watched through this game. I think it's a pretty great game from all I remember about it, which isn't everything. But I'll tell you this. Ghost Trick is a mystery game. Unsurprising to anyone who watches my streams, because there's a lot of mystery through lines. I'm turning down the music for my own. I could listen to it forever, but, like, I'm starting to lose the ability to concentrate. So, this game does have a big reveal at some point, because there's a mystery. I'm not going to say more than that, but I want to mention that because I've played a lot of games on the stream that have, like, a really unsatisfying or even, like, sanity testing reveal to their mystery. And I think everyone's gonna like Ghost Trick. Now, the problem with Ghost Trick is this, that it's a game with, like, a lot of timing puzzles in it. And if you do watch my content, you know that I'm not a huge fan of those, and that I'm very bad at them because they trigger, like, a really specific stress response for me. Wow. I'm only just realizing that this goofed up. I think this changed, like, the preset of how it's capturing my webcam, even. Oh, I'm not fixing that. I don't have the patience for that. I'm just a little far to one side today. So I expect to have kind of a rough time playing this game. That said, I recall it being a fairly forgiving game. I'm just gonna probably fail some of these puzzles at least a few times. How old is the game? According to the title screen of the thing, and we might as well go over there and hope everything's still working. Sure, why not? I don't know what corner I'm supposed to be in. You're going to have to tell me what corner I'm in. Whatever time I would have devoted to figuring that out was spent making the stream happen at all. So according to this screen, copyright 2010. That sounds roughly right. I would have pegged it a little earlier, but that's probably correct, because I don't know why they would write the wrong copyright date on here. It is, to my recollection, originally a Japanese game, again surprising no one. It is what I'm going to call basically a visual novel. It's a visual novel in sort of the same way that, like, Phoenix Wright is, and it came out around the same time that the original Phoenix Wright trilogy was going on. In that, it's mostly a visual novel, but it has like, gameplay in it that's not a visual novel. And that's really probably all. I mean, like, we're gonna get the story as we go through it, and frankly, I'm already spent, so it's gonna be a weird stream, but I promised we were gonna play this, and I didn't expect my entire universe to crash down around me, like, minutes before I was supposed to go live. So, cool! Let's play Ghost Trick! And if I do need to adjust the volume or anything, you also need to tell me that. I'm really gonna need your help on this one. I just wanted to say, I'm counting on all of you. Chapter 1, was it 720 or 702? I have speed dyslexia. I actually need... Must have been unconscious for a while. My head feels fuzzy, kind of like I'm swimming through darkness. When I came to, there was a woman standing there, a woman I don't know. At least I don't think I know her. And then there was a man with a gun. I don't know him either. Well, probably not. Anyway. Now, I'm not the kind of guy who could just stand back and watch a poor woman get shot, but I have just one little problem. I'm already dead myself. This has gotta be me, no question about that. After all, do you see any other dead bodies lying around here? Sean, at least that's working. So long, sister. I feel bad for her, sure, but what can I do? I'm dead. But just as I was thinking this... This is no time to be lolling around dead. You're the only one who can save her. What the whole world just changed on me. So, to give a little context here, this game was originally on the Nintendo DS. So, the screen placement and the sidebars are a feature of sorts. I don't know, I actually kind of think I'm supposed to be left corner. There's a little... I don't know, maybe I'm even supposed to be bottom corner? I don't know. We'll figure this out. Let me... I'm having just a terrible time. I just need you to understand, I'm having just a terrible time today. See, there's like that over there, that makes me think something goes over there? I don't know. Generally prefer to be in that corner, but we'll sit here for a second, see how that goes. What the? The whole world just changed on me. Welcome to the ghost world, the land of the dead. A voice in my head? Who are you? No time for introductions now. You have to save her. I know you can do it. All you have to do is use your powers. Just use that eagle vision your ancestors gave you. Huh? Me? Save her? How? I'm a ghost. Take a look at your corpse. That's gotta be like the weirdest advice you can get at all. In any context, huh? I need you to focus up and look at your own corpse, idiot. Do you see that blue flame? That's your soul. And do you see that bright white spot nearby? That's a core. A core? Just looks like a railway crossing gate to me. Look, the best way to understand is just try it. First of all, try moving your soul with the D-pad. Congratulations! Your soul has now possessed the crossing gate. So what, now I'm a crossing gate? Ahem. Now then, use the crossing gate to save the woman. What? How? In a moment, time will start to flow normally again. That will be your chance. Listen, when the man pulls the trigger, the woman dies, right? So before that happens, you have to use your powers to stop it. Your powers of being a railroad crossing gate. And also a ghost. Hey, wait a second. I still don't know what you're talking about. I'm a ghost, but also a railway crossing gate. I'm not mentally prepared for this. Heh heh. You'll see, you'll see. Now then, time will start to flow again. Crossing gate. Raise. Oof. Hold it. Well played. What just happened? That was one of your powers at work. A ghost trick. Just in case any of you were wondering why this game is Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. That's a ghost trick. When your soul inhibits an object and then does a thing, that's a ghost trick. You mean I made that crossing gate move? That's right. You manipulated that object with the power of the dead, a ghost trick. And all you have to do to perform a trick like that is press A. Now the woman's fate has changed, albeit just a little. He said the thing, roll credits. Yeah, still kind of has a gun pointed at her. I don't feel like that went super well for us. Yes, that is not good, is it? But at least now you're starting to figure out how to use your powers. So I enter the ghost world with a ghost Possess an object and then perform a trick, huh? Now you're getting it. Let's move on to the next step. Try possessing a different core. I see. A guitar then, is it? What do you want from me? I just died. I would have preferred the giant wrecking ball. That would solve the problem real quick, I bet. I guess I can't reach cores that are too far away. Well, I guess we'll see what you can do with that guitar. Let's set time in motion again and find out. Let me try that again. Ah, who's there? Hold it! It's gotta be some of the slowest running away I've ever seen. Looks like I'm gonna have to come up with something more. Let's see. What core is close enough to possess from here? Guess all there is me. No time to be picky. I've got a woman to save. I like your attitude. It's admirable, truly, but... For what? If I can manipulate objects, I ought to be able to manipulate a corpse, right? Well, tell you what. Why don't you just try it and see? Go ahead and possess your corpse. This has got to be one of the weirdest tutorials in games. Alright, now we'll set time in motion. Okay, go ahead and try A. Huh? Nothing's happening. Exactly. Sad but true, I'm afraid. You can only manipulate non-living things. Corpses, even if they aren't alive anymore, aren't just ordinary things. You're at the mercy of whatever arbitrary definition we've used to determine what is things and what is people. Aw, you gotta be kidding! Wait, what about the woman? What's happening to her? Let's take a look, shall we? If you want to take a look around, you can move the screen. Move the screen? Stop breaking the fourth wall! It's easy. Here, give it a try. Use the directions to move in any direction you want. Hey. Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight in your future! Oh, well. That didn't go the way I wanted that to go. I guess now we'll follow this guy's journey. Out of my way. So far, I'd say the remaster looks pretty slick. But it's been a long time since I've honestly looked at the game, so maybe I'm wrong. Is anyone gonna get that, or... Okay. It's done. I'm on my way. It's kind of weird. Did it, like, move where that box is? It feels like that moved. Anyway, thank you for the gift sub, Angel. And there was at least one earlier that I failed to acknowledge. Jacob Platts subscribed at the start of the screen, or resubscribed at the start of the stream. And also, Angel had previously gifted to Kronos. Thank you very much. I would do a confetti cannon, but my stream deck is blank. Actually, hold on a second. Normally, the Stream Deck has a bunch of custom buttons to demonstrate what shortcuts are on them. It's just a blank screen with a button that says welcome on it. I'm going to cry later. But now is not the time for crying. Now is the time to go back to this screen. This feels like a better corner. For some reason, I feel like I'm overlapping less text over here. Just do this and hope for the best. In the end, it looks like her fate remains unchanged. So what good are these ghost tricks of mine? But just as I was thinking this... The Pixar lamp spoke. Hello there, how are you feeling? You know, I thought I was having a weird day when, like, all of my streaming software imploded, and then I died, and then I learned how to do ghost tricks by possessing inanimate objects, but now a lamp asked my ghost how I'm doing, and just, like, frankly, I don't even know how to start. Not very well, I imagine. A terrible tragedy what happened tonight. Ah, ignoring me, are you? It's a little too early for you to be so stiff and cold, I'd say. Ah, so it was you. You were that voice in my head, right? Well, I wouldn't say voice, exactly. The dead don't have voices, you see. It's more like my thoughts were being beamed directly into your mind. That's another little trick ghosts can do. Looks like my ghost tricks didn't do much good. She died an extremely bloodless shotgun death. She still ended up dead, just as before. That's true. For now. For now? Now, I still have more to teach you about the powers of the dead. Your ghost tricks? Does anyone else get the impression that whoever this spirit is that's talking to us from the Pixar lamp is actually just like a ghost who's really trying to make the phrase ghost tricks catch on? I like to think of them as being pretty fetch myself. Who exactly are you anyway? Before I answer that, I think we should save this young lady. Isn't it a shame to see such a pretty young woman lying there like a discarded piece of trash? If she were ugly, of course, I would let her die. That's just the kind of guy I am. I'm an old-fashioned disembodied Pixar lamp demon. But what can I do? She just died. We watched her die. You saw it too. Time for more ghost lessons for you, my friend. First of all, I'll have you possess me. That just feels a little forward. Maybe buy me dinner first, lamp? Possess you, eh? Oh, okay, we're just gonna take that super well. Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your powers. You know, I actually think I appreciate how incredibly aggressive this tutorial is. Why am I so determined to save this woman? After all, it's not like I know her. But I guess I'll take the desk lamp up on his invitation anyway. I didn't remember the dialogue being really quite so good. I mean, I guess dialogue's not quite the right word because it's what I'm thinking to myself. Monologue is slightly more appropriate. God, I really want to fix the camera. It's really annoying me. I'm having a bad time. My reason is twofold. Number one, I'm not the type to leave women lying around discarded like trash. And number two, I don't have anything else to lose at this point. I'm already dead, and I got nothing to do. Trick time! What does the X button do? That thought bubble you just pressed. Those are your thoughts. What you're saying to yourself in your head. My thoughts, eh? So the dead don't have voices. And what we think is communicated directly to one another. So these thought bubbles are sort of a stand-in. I think I'm starting to get it. I think so too. Just remember to always keep an eye out for thought bubbles. Alright, good idea. I guess I should save that for a later thought bubble? Just might get some important clues from them. Now then, in order to possess me, you must first enter the ghost world. And L is your ticket in. The best thing to do is try it. Are you a boy? Will you try? So I can't go directly. I don't have enough wiggle room. So I gotta, like, ricochet rabbit. By the way, have you taken a look at the middle of the screen? I don't know how to answer a question like that. What about it? It tells you what trick you can perform with the object you're currently possessing. Unfold folding card, sure. The information is there for you to check out whenever you need it. So in the case of this folding card, it looks like I can unfold it. And to perform a trick on the object you're possessing, you first have to return to the land of the living. Oh, okay. This time, B is your ticket out of the ghost world. Don't ask me why they're different buttons, even though you're basically toggling back and forth. Good luck. Just wanted to say we're all counting on you. Huh? Who's this we? Back. Frick. Ghost. Possess. Huh, that's funny. What is? My corpse and her corpse. There's definitely something different about the two. Okay, now I can't say this with 100% certainty because I don't think I've experienced this game in, like, you know, 13-ish years. Like, at least a dozen years. But I'm actually pretty sure that we don't get any of that weird, like, unnecessary perverted anime protagonist thing that's been showing up in all the more recent high-profile visual novel games. And I mention this now because there's like a real cheap, easy joke to make here about our corpses being different, but I think we're just going to answer it earnestly and move on with our lives. Something emanating from my corpse. That's because you're special. What's that supposed to mean? Not everybody who dies gets special powers, you know. So those waves are because of my powers of the dead, eh? Anyway. Congratulations, you passed! Well, what do you know? What prize do I get? A new power, what else? Another one? Now let's review. You can possess objects and manipulate them, right? With ghost tricks? Now, what do you suppose will happen if you possess a corpse? Nothing, because I already tried that, remember? And nothing happened at all. You were here for that. True, you don't have the ability to manipulate a corpse. However, there is something else you can do. Oh, I don't think I like the way I said that. I am? What's that? Why don't you try it and see? Because I think it's like a crime in most countries? Oh, never mind. Trick time! Ghost world. Reach. What's this? Can you hear me? Wait a minute, what's going on? It looks like she's unconscious, poor thing. She is both unconscious and dead. That's a rough status condition. Unconscious, but she's dead! Yes, but think back, remember when you died? When you came to your senses, you had been unconscious too. Unconscious, eh? I love how completely unceremonious that position is. That guy died goofy stuff. Come to think of it, the desk lamp is right. It's just, the game is just so earnest. When I came to, I was already dead. Let's leave her like this for now. And while she's resting, we can save her life. Oh, sure, you make it sound so easy. And it is easy. You name the activity and I'll explain the rules, and then we'll save this girl's life retroactively. When you use your powers on a corpse, you can return to the past to a time 4 minutes before that person's death. Hi, Neko. You missed my whole spiel. We're having technical difficulties. All my stuff is broken, but we're still streaming, and we're kind of still in the tutorial. And this game says ridiculously absurd things, like when you possess a corpse, you can return 4 minutes before a person died. I hope you're ready. Are you serious? Back through time? Dun 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 dun. That's right, but there's a catch. It only works on new corpses. Old corpses are passé. That's actually an important point. Corpses that have been dead less than 1 day. And she's still well within that limit. My brain read that as she's still wet within that limit, which is, I'm glad it doesn't say that. You might want to give it a try before it's too late. But this is crazy. None of this makes any sense. We're talking about the powers of the dead here. It doesn't have to make any sense. Now then, let's go, shall we? To the time 4 minutes before this woman was murdered. Hey, wait a second. I still don't know what you're talking about. Heh heh. You'll see, you'll see. Return to the past. And so now I'm going back in time to witness this woman's last 4 minutes alive. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know that the sidebars had like a little functional bit to them. It says 4 minutes before death. Not as a fuzzy, distant memory of the past, but as a very real, living present. 7:01 p.m., Zone D Waste Center. It's a lot of information. It just advanced on its own. I don't actually remember this character's name. Anyone know what she sounds like? Okay, so she was just playing Phasmophobia. Should have been a quick, easy game turned into an hour-long battle as the ghost slaughtered half the team. Yeah, it's a very haunted day. Surprisingly so, in fact. Fire gym leader from Lavaridge Town. First of all, brave of you to assume that I remember the name or personality of any gym leader after Red, Blue, and Yellow, but before the most recent Pokemon game I've played chronologically. Secondly, I think even if I did remember that, I have no concept of what that sounds like. Ditzy cheerleader? Is that basically my attempt at Valley Girl? That's kind of what that sounds like. Wake up! Are you okay? What happened to you? Oh no, he's dead! Who are you? Is that fence barbed on the side? Here's my business card right here, sister. My little golden friend. You did this? You killed him, didn't you? Instead of playing whodunit right now, you ought to be more concerned about your own fate. So, who are you? Some sort of hitman? What do you want with me? They said I had to rub out all the last traces of Temsick left in this country. Temsick? What in the world is that? Beats me, I just do what I'm told. All I know is you've got nowhere else to run to. Time to die, sister. As long as that bad boy Wrecking Ball stays right up there where it belongs. What a bizarre observation. I sure hope no one performs some sort of ghost trick that might cause an accidental death that wouldn't make any natural sense, involving that particular Wrecking Ball directly above my head. Look, all I want to know is, who are you? You don't know me and I don't know you. This is just business. So long, sister. Flap. Oof. Hold it. Who's there? Hold it again! A shotgun? What kind of a flashy weapon for a hitman, don't you think? Not flashy, just thorough. They call me nearsighted Jigo, but I never let my prey get away. Ever thought about just buying a pair of glasses? Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight and your future. Oof. Rub out is a weird term for killing someone, but it is a historied one. It dates back to, like, mafioso times of, like, the 1930s or whatever. Maybe even the 1920s? Somewhere thereabouts. And there you have it, the last 4 minutes of her life. No! It's kind of ironic when you think about it. A woman toyed with by fate and a man toyed with by a ghost. Is that ironic? Anyway, she died. Yes, and you can change that with your ghost tricks. I honestly did not really remember the personality of this character, but I'm really enjoying them. The Lamp. Big fan of Lamp. I would go so far as to say I love Lamp. Just like you did 4 minutes ago. Possess and manipulate, eh? Ghost, and then trick. And you can rewind these 4 minutes as many times as you'd like, too. Because I assume you're going to goof it up, you idiot. Now then, are you ready? Yeah, let's do it. God, I can't tell you how upset I am that I don't have my Return to the Past shortcut button. It's actually going to take me a lot of effort to get that reset up. Not as much as it did to get it to work in the first place, but like a lot. So, this is 4 minutes ago, eh? Fine, I get that. But what am I doing way down here? That's just how it works. Oh, okay. Her corpse was your gateway into the past, after all. So naturally, your starting point is where her corpse was. And this is where she died. Okay, I get it now. Hop in, then. Trick time! Alright, I have to go ghost first. And then... There are only 4 minutes left before she dies. You had better try and get to her as fast as you can. There's no time to lose. Who are you? Time is passing. The last seconds of her life are counting down. Looks like I better get up there fast. Now, I don't know if you know this, but that prompt we just got is one of the things I most keenly remember about this game. And in fact, I reference it on this very stream somewhat regularly. And I have no idea how many people understood that that was a reference to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. For whatever reason, that's always been really funny to me. It makes sense because there are a lot of times in this game that time itself is paused while you're in a particular... Like, I think when you're in the ghost world, time never passes, and then... Like, time only passes after, like, a short bit when you return to the real world, or something like that. I don't exactly remember how it works. But, like, there are a lot of, like, timed elements where you have to sort of set yourself up and then, like, wait. And usually when that happens, you get a time is passing. And it's just funny to me because, like, it's just such a video game thing because, like, in your real life, that's just a thing that's constantly true and you would never need to be reminded of it in this way. But because it's a video game and it has weird rules, it's just like, by the way, time is passing, idiot. Looks like I better get up there fast. That's right, and have a look at the right side of the screen. Is that... So this was a DS game, and I don't really know actually a lot about how this remaster works. So, like... Maybe these things were on the bottom screen? I don't honestly recall. These things on the sidebars. The right side, eh? The sand in the top of that timer is how much time she has left. Get to her quickly before all the sand is gone. What are you, a normal guy working for a desk lamp, or are you a ghost too? That's actually kind of a tricky question to answer that I think the game is gonna do its own job of as we progress. The information that we have currently is that we are a dude who died, and this lamp knows about ghost powers and is teaching us because it would prefer for that woman not to die, and we thought really loudly about having that same emotion, and so with our joint purpose, they decided to teach us how to be a ghost. Up you go, then. I have to, So what are my tricks? Mannequin has no tricks. So I probably want Tire. These appear to be the only things I can do other than to, like, go over here and then go to the card. I don't think that leads me anywhere. Wait a minute. Oh, the question mark is the identity of the lamp we're possessing. So, like, back and then trick? Ah, so we've stood it up. And now we go back into ghost form. And then I guess we open the fridge. Sure, why not? Who are you? Some sort of hitman? What do you want with me? They said I had to rub out the last traces of Temsic in this country. Temsic? What in the world is that? Time is passing. Uh-oh, her time is running out. The controls are more fluid than I expected, having technically never literally played this game before. Oh, I think I have to close the fridge before I do this. Close. Ghost. It makes sense, time being measured with an egg timer. 4 minutes to the perfect soft-boiled egg. Yes, I'm sure that's exactly what was intended. So, how does this work? I assume I want to turn on the fan to somehow get the flagpole up so I can get up? But does that mean I have to go out, trick, then ghost, and move? Like in a timely fashion? Let's find out together. I think this is what I want. Hold on, I have to turn on this blender, I think? I'm gonna have to be really quick about this, probably. Okay, while the motor is spinning up, return to the present. Yeah, look at me go. I understand ghost and tricks. So long, sister. Just a few more steps. I hope I make it in time. Time is passing. Bicycle. Now, I don't know if you know this, but we've just created something of a time paradox. Because the reason that gate flipped up and then that guitar strummed were both because previously we had possessed them as a ghost. Which means that currently, we're ghosting in two places at once in this revised version of the past. This is something we're going to have to make peace with, because I think it's just the way this world works. I don't think they ever, like, explain that away. I think they're just sort of like, this is how this works. But I just want to address that for anyone who's having a time stroke right now. Haggis, thank you for the 69-month resub. God, I sure wish that my computer hadn't eaten all of my stream software settings. Here. What's the hard command for this? Is it capital F fanfare? Nope, it sure isn't. Lowercase f fanfare. Is that broken too? Is that, how would that even be broken? Is that because... I don't have the bandwidth for this. There, thanks. Thank you, whoever. Thanks. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll do something for you. We got 2 VIPs here, right? Can I do this live? I need video. Fanfare. Where do I set this? User level, custom. Why is this not appropriately set? Available to VIPs, moderators, and broadcasters. Lowercase f fanfare. Great. Hey VIPs, you can now ! fanfare, and it does the thing. Don't be a jerk about it. Please use responsibly. I've been toying with the idea of doing this, but because I can't do it, you have fun with it. Okay. Now is your chance to change her fate. There isn't much time left. This is coming down to a battle of seconds. Something must be wrong. Hold on. It's a really bad time for that. Why is that not working? This must be related to... What is it related to? I think I would have to go into the AV source. But if I did that live, like, everything would just cease to exist for me. Yeah, man, I can't tell you how disruptive this is to my existence as a streamer. This is like the worst thing. This is just like a really mean-spirited, hostile thing for the universe to have done to me. I honestly don't feel like I did anything to deserve this, but I'm just gonna try and power through this. Well, rest assured that at some point, once I've spent several hours trying to fix this, it should work. And we'll leave it up for a bit to see if that works. I genuinely know of no reason why that shouldn't be working. And the sound effects are working, which is weird, because if the video doesn't work, that probably shouldn't work either. Can I really not figure this out? I don't think I can figure this out. It has the correct video set up. That is the correct command name. Hold on. There's a thing I might not have checked, but where do I access that? Oh, there it is. Allow command. I can think of no reason why this doesn't work. I've saved it again. I don't think that's gonna fix it, but I don't know why it's broken. I'm sorry. I tried. I made an effort. Anyway, this was like a really bad time to try and troubleshoot something because it's like actually super time sensitive. I think I just bicycle. I think I just bicycle. The jiggling has overcompensated. Oh wait, I probably want Bell and not Pedal, right? Pedal would like spin the wheel, but Bell would probably freak him out because he's like short-sighted and he doesn't know that there's like a thing. Ding-a-ling-a-ling! Yeah, you get that bike. Show it who's boss. Darn it, what's going on here? Nearsighted Jego never misses, as long as the target is within point-blank range. Listen, I don't want to tell you how to do your job because I'm not particularly well-versed as a hitman, but I feel like these are not selling points. I feel like you're doing like a really bad job at your job interview. Looks like you made it in time, but just barely. Yeah, she's still alive. And in that split second, hope was born. Just now, her fate was changed, albeit ever so slightly. Fate changed! Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Who designed this place? It is just a death trap. The bridge is up. Trick time! So yeah, I want to hop down to here, because I think now I pedal the bicycle over to that lever, and then question marks profit. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it would be a very anime thing to do. And Nego says at least he has a shotgun and not a sniper rifle. Which, like, yeah, sure. I mean, that's pretty much all you can do. Does R button hourglass mean? Is that just I force time to pass and then, like, would immediately lose the game? But yeah, I feel like it'd be, like, super anime for there to be, like, a blind sniper. That's gotta be something in something. I just know it. Alright, so let's, like, pedal. Okay, that worked as expected. Ping pong. So I could lower the wrecking ball, but I probably want to extend this ladder since it so conveniently goes here. But before I do that, let's have a thought. I bet you're wondering what's going on over there, right? Oh, that's right. If I want to look, I can move the screen. Exactly. Yeah, that's all, like, fine and good. Ghost? Street light. What's the trick for street light? It's not appear to have a trick? Oh. Can I possess his gun at some point? Because he, like, if he holds it up and I do it at the right time, maybe I can get in the gun and, like, ghost jam it or something. Well, if I can, I missed that window, huh? Genuinely not sure what to do here. Move the bike again? I guess I could try that. What do I want to try? Move the bike? If I move the bike, I won't be able to drop the thing ever again. I assume at some point I need to drop the thing. I guess I could just try that. Oh. Well, if I knew that it was gonna swing it... Didn't it say drop? What did it say? I interpreted it as drop. So, yes. Okay, I think I understand now. Flip the pig. Ghost. Street lamp. Wrecking ball. Thing holding wrecking ball. Ghost trick. I'm glad we caught that bike on a telephone wire for some... Okay, bye! I sure hope a ghost doesn't save him by traveling 4 minutes before that happened. You know, like the evil leaper from Quantum Leap. How does it feel to save a lady's life? So the danger is gone? Yes, it looks like the danger, Mr. Danger, in fact, rolled away somewhere. You used your powers to avert that woman's fate. Murder achieved. Yeah, that's how I like to think of it, Haggis. You know, people often describe like being like a glass half full or a glass half empty to describe if you're an optimist or a pessimist. But I like to think of like myself as like a murder achieved or a murder averted kind of scale. It's like, yeah, you could think that you saved this woman's life. But like, isn't it cooler to think that you just like cartoonishly murdered that guy with like poor eyesight? So I did all that, huh? You most certainly did. And I knew you could do it. Fate averted! So I lost my life tonight and saved somebody else's life. Click, clock, click, clock. Yeah, this game rules. I'm immediately invested in this. I wasn't sure how fluid the controls would be, and I thought with the timing that might be an issue, but like, nah, man, like, I cut that pretty close, and I was able to, like, freely move around and stuff, so I'm less concerned about that aspect of this thing. You don't know you've solved the mystery unless you've murdered someone? I mean, that's certainly true by Raincode rules, and if you consider it a mystery to determine how to, like, not get the red-haired girl dead, then that also sort of applies there, yeah. This legitimately feels like Dead Man, a DC character. I'm not familiar with Dead Man. But, and actually, so last week I wasn't streaming, but the week before we did, like, a double feature of short games. One of them is Pants Quest, and that's what I just titled the whole VOD for that stream. Because we played a really short segment after, that Sarah had suggested for the stream called Six Cats Under? I think Six Cats Under? And while I was playing that, I was like, oh man, this is basically Ghost Trick. And anyone who happened to watch that stream or will now go look at the VOD, like, hopefully you can see that that is true, because it is also that. When I came back to the present, it was raining. I like the dramatic spotlight thing. I had saved the life of this stranger, now sitting forlornly in the rain, even as the story of my life on this planet comes to an end. Uh-huh. A stranger. That word strikes a chord, and a terrible truth begins to dawn on me. I can't recall a thing. Now, we were talking about this just yesterday, because we were sort of having a discussion about how many of the detective games that we played on this channel, and there are increasingly many of them, involve amnesia in some way. And it wasn't until this afternoon, considerably before the nuclear decimation of my streaming software, that I realized, like, oh yeah, people are gonna have a field day with this, because this is a game where we play as a detective who can't recall anything. Who am I? What is this place? And most important of all, why was I killed? Your story isn't over yet. Who exactly are you anyway? Just call me Ray. Me so far. As in ray of light in the darkness and not the idiot musical reference Vasco just made. Ray, huh? So you aren't gonna tell me your real name, I take it. I mean, in fairness, Ray is like an actual name a person might have. You haven't told me your name yet, either, actually. I can't remember. Yes, I guess the memories of the newly departed tend to get a bit confused. Some of us get our memories back, others never do. But if you asked me, does it really matter? After all, there's only one path left to the dead. And that is to disappear. Disappear? When the sun rises in the morning, I'm afraid you're going to cease to exist. What? Tomorrow morning? Wait a minute, these powers of the dead. Yes? I'd like to use them to save somebody else's life. And whose life might that be? Do you even have to ask? Mine, of course. Huh, I see. But think about it this way. If we could use ghost tricks to save ourselves, wouldn't I have tried to save myself as well? I mean, look at me, I'm a desk lamp. Now, there is a reasonable argument there, but I might also posit the counter-argument that that's the sort of negative thinking that keeps one from trying to save one's own life with ghost tricks. I mean, do you really know until you try? Agus says this is easily my second favorite ghost game about an amnesiac ghost detective trying to protect the living that we played on the channel so far. Is the first one Murdered Soul Suspect? Which is a game that I mostly like, other than the fact that the demons or whatever in that game are like completely unkillable and it irritates me. A desk lamp anyway, Vasco says, ignoring the fact he skipped some line of dialogue. I'm not really sure myself, to be honest. But in any case, it seems we are unable to use our powers on our own corpses. Aw, you're kidding! You'll only exist in this world until tomorrow morning. I'm afraid that fact can't be changed. So there's really no escaping my own death? In the morning, I'm going to cease to exist. Apparently, there's nothing I can do to change that. Which is the same. I still want to know. I want to know my story. The lost story of my fate, right up until the time of my death. And until I learn that, you won't be able to rest in peace, right? Very well. I understand how you feel. You want to go and learn the truth about your death as well you should. I will. But let's see. How should I go about doing that, I wonder? I can't even imagine what the first step would be. The first step? That's easy. You start with her. Luckily, time isn't passing, or she would have, like, left and called an Uber or whatever. The person who witnessed your death. She should have some important clues, don't you think? Hey, you're right. And not only that, she might even know who I am. Yes, I'd say there's a very good possibility of that. What was I doing here tonight in a place like this? Can love bloom even in a weird, murderous junkyard? That woman probably knows the answer. That's right. Never forget that. She's the key to everything tonight. How exactly would you react in these circumstances? I honestly feel like I would react somewhat similarly to the way this character has. Of, like, I mean, I think I'd have, like, a little bit more of, like, a stress panic to begin with, but Usually once I understand what is and isn't within the limits of my ability to control, I adapt fairly quickly. The thing that makes that sound hypocritical is the fact that, like, on some subconscious level, there's a lot of things that I feel like I should control that I definitely can't. And things in that spectrum stress me basically nonstop. And I don't know how to stop that from being true. But, like, usually, the more dramatic the circumstances and the more quickly I'm able to ascertain what I can actually manipulate within that system, the more I'm like, oh, okay. And just move on. Unless you're talking about her perspective, in which case, I don't know how she's supposed to deal with this. Because she's like, she clearly, I honestly don't remember a lot of the background of her character. She is very important to the game from my recollection, but, like, I don't remember her name. I don't remember exactly her relationship to our character. But, yeah, I mean, like, basically she witnessed her friend or coworker or whatever get, like, I mean, I guess she didn't see him get shot. I guess we don't know if we saw him get shot. But then, like, she has her life threatened multiple times in rapid succession, and then, like a Wile E. Coyote thing happens to the guy trying to kill you, and then you watch his flattened corpse roll away. And then she's just like, I'm gonna kneel here in the rain and catch a cold. The key to everything? What do you mean by that? You'll know soon enough when you regain your memory. Yeah, I'm like a blank sheet of paper right now. I should probably keep some kind of record of everything I learned tonight. That's a very good idea. Press ZL to view a record of what you've learned. And be sure to check it out now and again. Check it out, y'all. Memories aren't always the most reliable things, after all. Tee-hee. Updated the phone book. I'm sorry, is that what we're calling it? Alright then, I wish you good luck. Trick time! Oh, I can't close the claw for comedic effect, darn. Yeah, check it out now, Funk's whole brother. How much am I allowed to goof around? Oh, apparently I wanted shimmy and not pedal. Yeah, I guess we have the front wheel on there, huh? That actually makes sense. I just didn't think that through. Let's think about it. Better not let her get out of my sight. And besides, I'm not the kind of guy who can just let a woman sit sneezing in the cold rain. I think I'll try to move closer. That's such like a specific thing to think about yourself. You could say a lot of things about me, but I'm not the kind of guy who'll let a woman sneeze in a cold rain. Don't you dare say that about me. Let me just open this umbrella real quick. Drift, drift, drift. Oh, Y button. What in the world just happened? The crane moved all by itself, and then that big iron ball fell all by itself. And for some reason, I didn't stop to think about it or vocalize anything until, like, several minutes had passed, and I caught a cold. It started raining all by itself. Okay, now, I do object to that observation, because what you've described is the weather, and that is kind of how that works. And then an umbrella came down, like, all by itself. Like, everything just keeps happening as if a ghost is performing tricks. Oh, my goodness! Don't tell me I have psychokinetic powers. Yeah, soundtrack's pretty good, huh? Her mom says she does know I'm not that kind of guy. I think I'm not that kind of guy. I don't know, though. I don't know how you know that about yourself, unless you're, like, an umbrella salesman. Oh, look who it is. It's a little cat friend with, like, an enormous tail. What is happening there? What's going on? The tail is literally as long as the cat, and it looks like a sword or something. Is that a Pokemon? Let's hear her thoughts, I guess. Unless... It's like she's saying something to herself. I can't hear it from here. That's no problem for ghosts like us, as long as your target's not too far away. Just like you do with your own thought bubbles. If you have the thought bubbles of the living, you can listen in on what they're saying. Maybe I'll take a little listen. Always watch for the thought bubbles of the living. They might give you clues. I'm obsessed with clues. Om nom, I eat them. But seriously, what in the world just happened? Ding. What's this? Some kind of note? Should I be tricking or something? No. I want to see that note. I wonder what I wrote in it. If I possess a note, can I read it with my ghostwriter abilities? Wait, am I ghostwriter now? Hopefully it's not just a shopping list or something. Yeah, that wouldn't help. Should I check it out? Funk Soul Brother, check it out now? Trick to note. Examine note. Did I write this note? Maybe I should give it a read. So, you don't remember writing it, eh? No, I don't remember writing it. But even more importantly... Oh, now I'm just in her pocket. Some people dream of this moment. Short Kings Unite? I don't know how to follow that up. Didn't get a chance to read that note. Not to interrupt your train of thought, but I wonder if you've realized where this telephone call is coming from. I just want you, Ray the Lamp, to think about that supposition. Considering that I'm basically learning to crawl as a ghost, and that I recall nothing of my previous existence, do you think I know where this phone call is coming from? Huh? How would I know that? Think back. Before you helped her avert her fate, didn't a telephone call come in at around this time, too? Oh, yeah! I think the call is coming from that telephone. Good read, Neko. I know that you just came back, but you're pretty much on top of the situation. That phone call! Because this game is from Japan, and we emphasize that way. Exactly. In other words, at this very moment on the other end of this telephone line is the culprit who ordered your murder. Nani? I don't know why, but like Nani sounds like... It feels more natural to me than shouting what in that way. Saying what feels normal, but like when a dramatic what is like written with like exclamation marks or expressed in that way, Nani just feels right. I know that's an insane thing to say. I recommend you possess the telephone. Oh good, that's another insane thing to say. I feel less bad now. Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your ghost tricks. Trick time. Alley-oop. And then I saw him, right there on the other end of the line. Saw the face of the man who ordered me dead. I think I remember the setting that character is in. Is it done? Speak up, man. Did you get her? I don't know which one of them is talking, to be honest. I think it's her. Who is this? Yes, 1,000 pardons, my dear lady. I must have dialed the wrong number. Of course, I was attempting to order a pizza, and not to call a junkyard after my hitman. Common mistake. Trace complete! So that's him, huh? The man who stole my life. That's right. What do you think? Would you like to go see him? Do you want to give him scritches? Wait, I forgot what we were doing for a second there. You better believe I would. Even the scritches. Well then, you would do well to listen to me, Ray, the talking ghost lad. We ghosts exist by possessing inanimate objects, however. There is one way we can move from place to place over great distances. And that would be? The dead can jump from point A to point B by moving over phone lines. I mean, this is like a cool game mechanic, but like I can't imagine what the logistics of this are supposed to be like. Say what? I've done all I can to help you. You will have to do the rest by yourself. You're not coming with me? I'm afraid not. My powers have grown weak. I've already used up most of my remaining strength just to get here tonight. But I had to come, to ask for your help. My help? Many mysterious things will happen in this town tonight. I'm trusting in you to get to the bottom of them and find out the truth. You're the only one who can do it. I want you to use your powers of the dead to find this truth. I'm grateful to you for everything you've done, but I can't promise I'll help. Tomorrow morning I cease to exist. That doesn't give me a lot of time. I need to pursue my own mystery, find out the truth about myself. That is more than enough. Huh? If you succeed in doing that, you'll have done what I asked anyway. The two are one and the same. One and the same? This desk lamp knows a whole lot more than he's telling me. I just love how, like, completely earnest this game is. Ditto says, thanks, God Lamp, I won't let you down. Now then. From that call a moment ago, you have the culprit's telephone number. Oh, that's right, my mind palace is called the phone book, right? The rest is all up to you. Junkyard? SYS 1729. You got a new phone number. Ring, 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 phone call, phone call. Man, this game is a lot better than I remember, and I remember it being good. And so the story of the search for myself begins. A story that will last one night only. Get your tickets now. This reminds me, no one will care about this other than my mom in chat, who already knows. But this week, I discovered that for the first time in history, S Club is performing in the United States. And not only that, they're coming to a venue that's like a half hour from where I live. And I gotta tell you, I don't think I could physically be more excited for that. I'm not a huge music person, and my taste in music is considered weird by virtually all. But one of the only bands I've ever cared about possibly seeing live is S Club. And now, they're coming here to California, while I still live here. And that's pretty cool. And yes, I've already bought tickets. They announced it midweek, and the tickets went on sale like hours later, but I haven't. Anyway, tomorrow morning I will cease to exist, and I'm surprisingly okay with that fact. Oh yes, I have no doubt that you at least know who the S Club 7 are, Deco, having lived in the UK. It's much weirder for me, someone in the US, to know, but there was a period of time where one of the, like, family programming cable channels around here ran their content, like, every Sunday morning. They're, like, series of TV shows that they made that were, like, mostly... They did, like, a short series in Miami, and then in LA, and then in, like, Spain. And I still don't think I've seen all of the Spain series because they had stopped carrying it by that point. But, like, I used to love that crap. Like, the show is incredibly campy, and I honestly have no idea if it holds up because, like, I don't think you can stream it anywhere, and even if I wanted to buy DVDs, they'd probably be whatever region the UK is, which means I would be hard-pressed to find something that would play them. And I think even when they did the interview about this tour that they added US dates to, they talked about, they sort of, like, bemoaned the fact that, like, the series isn't really readily accessible anywhere. So hopefully they amend that somehow, some way. But yeah, it's like right up my alley. The show is very silly. The music is like my scene. I was a big fan of it, so I'm very excited that that's happening. And good news for you, since it's on a Monday night for some reason, I won't even miss a stream. I'm just gonna have a really bad Tuesday, but it's gonna be worth it. Remember one of their songs? Is it 2 in a Million? Easily their most famous song. I'm not a big ballad person, so it's not my personal favorite, but it's definitely very famous. That's one of the only ones that, like, really made it big in the US. The show did all right here, I think. I don't think it was ever huge, but, like, in terms of, like, just their music on, like, the Billboard charts or whatever, like, I think... No, wait. Dream Come True and 2 in a Million, I think, both probably charted here. I love that my mom seconds. I hope you have a great time. Spoiler alert, I'm dragging my parents along. Oh, it's Reach. I wouldn't have guessed Reach. But also pretty well known, I think. I started theorizing to myself, like, what songs I expect them to play versus what songs I hope they'll play. I think it's going to be much closer to expectation than hope, but I'll probably be happy with basically anything. I do hope they play Discotheque, but I know that song is basically obscure. I would love to see that live. That would make me super happy. It's one of my favorites, and it's like from late in their run as a band before they broke up, and also I don't think people like it because it's very disco. But like disco's having a resurgence, so maybe. I'm just gonna read this whole screen because I forget where I left off. I have to find the answers before the sun comes up. Why was I killed? And what exactly is going to happen in this town tonight? Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about being able to see it with my parents, because my parents and I used to watch it together on Sunday mornings, and that was a thing. Hey, I got a new illustration, and I cleared 7:02 p.m. to 7:31 p.m. Ooh, you can just listen to the music at will in a music menu and extras. That's nice. And I got like a sprite of that guy with the bad eyesight who I killed in a cartoon fashion. Would I like to save my current place of time? Yes, I was actually just wondering if I could do that. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's keep playing. Chapter 2, 7:31 p.m. 7:38? I'm a horse trainer. Echo says, I had a secret radio when I was young. Shh, secret radio. And that's how you know the music was forbidden at home, so you didn't listen too much. I mean, that tracks with what I know of your childhood, but also, that sucks, and I'm sorry that is true. On the other hand, my mom plays great music all the time in her car. So... I mean, I just don't think I'm a big music person. I had this conversation with someone quite recently. I think during my trip to Boston. Don't remember exactly who. I want to say it was Cotillion, who I finally met in person, which was awesome. But, like, yeah. I mean, like, I think when a lot of people hear me say that, they interpret that as, like, I have weird taste in music that I am on record as saying about myself, mostly because if I talk about the stuff I like, other people are like, I have no idea what that is. But actually what I mean is just like, I think I listen to music somewhat less frequently than the average person does. I might be wrong about that. I also wouldn't say I listen to, like, I don't know. I like a little bit of everything, but like when I'm listening to music manually by myself for whatever purpose, I tend to listen to only the stuff that I really love, and that's not a deep well, necessarily. You consider me a big music person compared to you, someone who didn't listen to music in your childhood other than your secret radio. Yeah, I guess that is something of a low bar, but, you know, like a fair observation nonetheless. This is a repeat of the dialogue that we just had. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. The other end of the phone line is the very man who had me killed. Our meeting. It's all so sudden. I'm not sure I'm really prepared for what's to come. Yes. If what I read in this file is true, this woman could be quite a bedeviling bit of trouble for us. She needs to be erased tonight. Confound that nearsighted Chigo. His skills are as feeble as his eyesight. Not to worry, sir. I've already taken the next steps, sir. I've unlocked some memory from my college years of the interface for that stupid device he just slapped. Yes, but I say the last thing I ever expected was to talk to the target herself. Even if it was only over the telephone. I must admit, my good man, it put me in quite the tizzy there for a moment. What is this place? It's oddly luxurious furnishings, this oddly refined music, and that odd little machine. Never seen a room like this before. One thing's for sure, these people are assassins. And what's more, a red-headed woman is another of their targets. I mean, arguably she's the same target, right? I mean, I know he's referring to he got killed by them, but, like, we already know that they tried to kill her, so she's one of the targets we already know about, surely, right? The file that old man has. Maybe it'll give me some information on my redhead. We wants the redhead! Updated the phone book. Trick time! There's something weirdly endearing about the way this game prompts you that it's like your turn. It's just like, trick time! Time's passing! I mean, granted, time is passing is like a little more ominous. Hey, Justin! Welcome to the stream. You missed the whole spiel, but like, everything is like hard manual tonight. All of my software like imploded because my computer did like a Windows update that I didn't ask it to do, and then it triggered like a bunch of bad stuff to happen. But yeah, other than that, everything's going fine. Low bar I've set for myself, I know. But yeah, we're in the middle of Ghost Trick. We basically just completed the prologue / tutorial. So you're here just in time for whatever's about to happen. Can I reach any of those points up there? I can't even reach the telephone. I guess I'm going to the folder. Ghost Trick. It seems this file contains information about the redhead, but I can't read it when it's closed.
Great Scott, did you see that? The file, I say. The file reared up and snapped at me, my good man. Nearly bit my head off.
Not to worry, sir. I've already seen to it that the target, Miss Lynn, is no longer a threat, sir.
That's not what I'm talking about, man.
Lynn, eh? So that's her name, is it? But this file, it's like it's written in a foreign language. I can't read it at all. Might I suggest putting away the file and relaxing, sir?
Slap.
Well, now we're trapped in whatever this is. Game over? It made a new chandelier. How did it... Wait. How did whatever that apparatus is stick the bottom of that fruit bowl to the table such that it was held in place by the table flipping over in that particular fashion? That's a marvel of modern science. And this game came out in 2010. You have a very important job ahead of you tonight, sir. Let me think about it. Darn. This is a pickle. The phone and I got put away neatly. The only thing I've learned is the name Lynn. This sure is a weird room. I traveled through the phone line to get here. But where exactly is here? Who exactly are these people? Ghost? Oh, now I can go up here. But I can't reach down there. So presumably, since the only thing I have to trick is the projector, maybe we should name them Poppers and try to trick the projector. Boop.
Egad, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors?
My apologies, sir, but I didn't touch it. It appears the equipment is malfunctioning.
Granted, technology is certainly a convenient thing, but our use of it is just plain off, confound it. Yes, in any case, I don't wish to see the face of our current target, my good man.
As you wish, sir. In that case, might I suggest this, sir? Hey, that's... it me.
Yes, Cicely.
If all goes well with our deal tonight, we will have the power to change the world, sir.
Yes, it's a very important night indeed, my good man. We can't afford to make mistakes. And that is why we can't afford to trust that Cicely. No, we must be very careful.
This is not a thing I remember. Do they assume he's not dead because the hitman failed to kill her? Cicely. That must be my name. Now that I hear it, it does sound familiar. A deal, eh? What could that be all about? Just what exactly was I up to, I wonder? I can't believe I forgot that stupid animation. It's very good. We are completely prepared for tonight, sir.
Yes. Now all we have to do is pluck the fruit of success. One thing's clear.
Oh, one thing's clear. These villains seem to know me. And another thing. There seems to be some kind of connection between me and this Lynn. Why else would our names both come up here like this? Ghosts? Oh, there's a new thing down there. I go up? Oh, wait. I think I see it. Back? No. I guess the grapes don't count? How do I get some? Really, I must be able to get some. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? I started the stream with a rant because I was very upset. Is everyone doing okay? I mean, do I just have to do the projector again? That feels silly, but really not coming up with anything else here. Guess I'll try it. Oh. No, I could get to the painting before, right? Coulda. Coulda? Oh, yes. So this gem is on the bottom side when it flips back. That's what I missed. That's what I need. Like I said, doing well. I have some friends over for a birthday D&D thing. That sounds awesome. Like I said, I'm alright. Those are massive grapes. They're pretty big. They have some big grapes. Man has a comically large nose. Yeah, and like, fun fact, he's modeled after me, huh? I forgot to read that line of dialogue. I'm in a weird, antsy mood. Maybe because my entire computer and secondary livelihood, I guess you could call it, were compromised by the stupid Windows update from the Ninth Circle of Avernus. My apologies, sir. It appears to be another malfunction, sir.
Well, get it fixed, man, unless you want to see me malfunction.
Certainly, sir. Slap. Now I'm in the painting, which means that once I have control again, these guys murdered me and now they're targeting the redhead. What kind of connection did we have with each other? Now I can be in the fruit. Why?
I see, this room is giving me the heebie-jeebies, good man. What with the painting spinning around and the like, it's enough to give a man the jitters.
My apologies, sir. This room was just completed recently, sir. You're still trying to iron out the kinks, sir.
Yes, I just hope that's all it is. I mean, he can. How am I supposed to relax and enjoy my grapes?
What now, though? Can I get over? Oh, I can get to this. Can I do anything with the grapes? Grapes trick? No grapes trick? Operate. I didn't have an intervening second to try and get in the grapes to get dropped in them wherever. Yes, you also recently started a D&D campaign. Characters a mix between the girl from Legally Blonde and Sharpay from High School Musical. I feel like that in and of itself is taken to the utmost extreme. That sounds really interesting.
It's a miserable state of affairs when I can even be startled by a telephone that doesn't ring. Egan! It's even more pathetic to be startled by the same telephone twice. Bah!
The problem must be solved, sir. The Miss Lynn problem, sir.
What?
Lynn?
Yes. You did mention taking the next step a moment ago, didn't you, my good man?
Yes, sir. I sent one step ahead Tango to her apartment, sir. That telephone call must be him reporting in, sir.
Very good, very good.
Lynn is in danger again! Beep, boop.
This is one step ahead Tango. I'm at the target's apartment now. And out with it, man. Have you taken care of her? No, she isn't back yet. What?
It only stands to reason. If the target got here first, they wouldn't call me one step ahead now, would they?
I don't get it, but in any case, man, once you've taken care of her,
then you'll promote me to the head of the Hitmen division.
Ah, no, man. You're even getting one step ahead of me.
We can discuss my new salary later.
Great Scott! Now you're even getting one step ahead of your one last step ahead. I don't think I read that correctly.
I'll get back to my job now, sir.
Confound it, you're even hanging up one step ahead.
Very stupid. Very, very good. Trace complete. New phone number. Let me write that down in my phone book. What did he say, sir?
He asked me to raise his salary.
What will you do, sir?
Maybe I'll give him some of nearsighted Jigo's pay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lynn, I can't lose her. She's my only lead if I ever hope to solve the mystery of me.
Trick the phone. Go to Lynn's apartment. Nico says, I'm hearing concerns about my teeth, though. It's impossible to get an NHS dentist in the UK, and I've really got painful tooth thanks to my old evil dentist. Ugh, that sounds awful, Neko. I am really sorry that you have to deal with that. I do remember... I don't remember the specifics, but I remember the evil dentist, and they really hated them. And, like, dentist is, like, a hard sell when it's a good dentist. Like, since I moved to California... I've been really happy with my dentist, other than the time that they tried to... The dentist I had been with for a long time left the practice, and then they tried to pawn me off on the guy who owns it, and I don't care for that guy. That guy is not my favorite. But then they settled me in with, like, the replacement for my old dentist, and she's delightful. She's really good. But, like, yeah, if you have a bad dentist, like, that's... Like, is there a worse thing? I'd almost rather have, like, weird, stylized hitmen after me. The telephone line guided me to Lynn's apartment. Fortunately, Lynn isn't here yet, but unfortunately, the hitman is. And there are a couple of other unfortunate little developments waiting for me, it seems. Huh. Looks like there's an unlucky little lady here tonight. I distinctly remember that decoration that spins around being like a real painful timed element, but... I don't know. Since I haven't actually played this game before, I don't know if that's just because it looked really tough. An even unluckier little doggy. Look at that little guy. Most of the dentists in the UK quit over the Tories cutting funding. That sounds expected to some degree. So bad that most children can't get a dentist these days. Wow. There's a 3+ year waiting list for new dentists? Yeesh. Yikes forever. I don't have a yikes forever, but you understand. Poor brave little warrior. We salute you, doggo. He must have been trying to defend his mistress.
Forever. Yikes forever.
Thank you, chat. Lynn came home now. I have to do something about the situation and fast. Trick time!
Yikes forever.
Man, my brain's in a weird place today. I read this as Forbidden Umbrella, as if it was a piece of Exodia. So let's see. I can open this door, or I could make out with this dog. That's definitely what that signifies, right? I know the voice for this character. Huh? Where am I? And more to the point, who am I? Who am I? Are you me? Him? Me? Him? Of course. Do you see anyone else around here? If I remember right, the dead don't have voices. Their thoughts reach the other person directly. I guess that explains why this dog is talking to me right now. This is your mistress's apartment, and you are presumably the little doggy who died here. Died? So I'm dead, huh? See, the dead lose their memories. They even forget what they look like. So that's what this little blue flame shape is all about. Oh. There's no time to lose! Oh my god. This is a very good dog. This is the dentist I had from age 5 to 20 was my dad's college friend. He was always so real with me. You crap talk other patients constantly. I mean, that's fine as long as they're like not doing it to people's faces, I guess. You know it's gotta be happening somewhere. Miss Camilla! My Miss Camilla is in trouble! You mean you remember? You know who you are? That's right, I'm Missile. Nice to meet you. Now, someone correct me if you know that I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, this character is actually canonically in Phoenix Wright. I think we've even played the case on a previous stream where this character comes up, Missile the dog. Like, there's some case where, like, you like, talk to Gumshoe, and I think it's in the first game, and, like, you're able to, like, ask him to borrow police tools to, like, solve stuff. And, like, one of them, he's like, I guess I could loan you this, like, police dog, Missile. Aggie says, I don't know much about Missile the dog yet, but I love him. I was really expecting you to say, like, I've only just met Missile the dog, but if anything happened to him, I'd kill everyone else in the world and then myself. Or, you know, some adapted version of that Brooklyn Nine-Nine quote where Rosa meets that dog for the first time is very, very good. That's right, I'm Missile. Nice to meet you. I'm a Pomeranian. Well, I guess I know it's possible for the dead to regain their memories. I mean, we already knew it was possible. Ray the God Lamp told us. Thanks to this little doggy. Miss Camilla! Miss Camilla! My Miss Camilla is in trouble, and I vowed to devote my life to protecting her. But I died before I could rescue her. How could I let her down like this? So you're more worried about your mistress's safety than your own death, eh? I like your moxie, little doggo. Looks like it's time to go back to 4 minutes before this little guy's death. Time to save his life. Updated the phone book. Sure, I guess that's what we're doing. This is gonna bother me until I can fix this, but return to the past anyway. I could try to get that working again through trigger fire, but for some reason the VIP thing isn't working. If that's not working, I know the other thing's not. Wait, that's not true! Because the confetti cannon is working. Why isn't fanfare working? Oh, I'm so mad about existing. Let's see. First of all, I better see what I can find out about your death, little guy. Excuse me, but where exactly are we? Huh? You followed me. I followed you. You brought me with you. One or the other. Looks like the dead can move around together. This is the land of 4 minutes before your death. As a dog, I have no idea if you can comprehend this concept. Ditto says, White Void. Yeah, that's about right. Somewhere in there you need, like, really rapid, like, rewinding slash like, record scratching sounds done in reverse. Really? We're really here? So that means you're going to save Miss Camilla, doesn't it? Aren't you even surprised? I mean, we just traveled through time and... Not especially. I mean, Miss Camilla can walk around on 2 legs, but I can't do that. So if she could do that, it's not so strange that you can walk backwards through time. So that's the way your mind works, eh? I guess that makes enough sense. Come on, we need to get started. Okay, first, we watch her last 4 minutes unfold. Then, we use what we learned to save Camilla. Then profit, I presume. Just like when I saved Lynn at the junkyard. If we watch closely, we ought to be able to get a few leads. Keep your eyes open. Of course! Leave it to me to sniff out a few clues! Okay, so girl starts under the couch retrieving a comically large remote. The remote... disco lights on the TV, sure, whatever. Dog is upset about it? The neighbor pounds so loud on the wall that a lamp falls over. Man, that lady would hate to be in my apartment. My neighbor's dog is loud much of the time.
No, Missile, you're not supposed to bark. The lady next door is crabbier than ever tonight.
If it barks again, I will knock this wall down.
You don't want her to knock the wall down, do you, boy? Why do you like to bark so much anyway? You sure are cute, but you just don't get us killed, okay? Darn, I really wanted to watch TV too. Hey, I know, I'll listen to music. A thing that famously isn't very loud.
I think she had headphones on when we saw her before, right?
Oops, oops. Oh, that was close. I'm in the mood for donuts tonight.
Is there a time when that's not true? So jealous right now. Oh my god, that mouse. Missile's a very good dog. I'll knock this wall down! Is this guy farsighted? He's got a sniper rifle that he's planning to fire point blank at something for some reason. Are those Christmas onion rings? No! Those are Christmas donuts with no icing or anything on them. They don't even look glazed, just like raw donuts. Which, like, certainly not the best thing. Definitely not the worst thing. I mean, still a donut. What the heck was this guy's voice? It was just like some weird kind of high-pitched thing.
I don't really like it when jobs outside the original scope crop. I have to put it down as a separate charge, and accounting never likes that. But I guess it can't be helped. Sorry, kid.
No pun intended, but woof. So that's the whole dramatic story of what happened 4 minutes before you died. Wow, look at that! I'm dead! I'm kind of shocked to tell the truth. Okay, let's get started saving her! But, let's see, how are we gonna do this? Seems to me the easiest way would be for you to take a big bite out of that man's leg. Oh, I don't think I could do that. Whenever somebody I don't know comes around, all I want to say to them is, welcome! I can't help it. I love everyone. I'm a dog! Okay, then I guess the only thing we can do is get the little lady to help herself somehow. Oh, I don't think she could do that. Did you notice her putting those red things on her head? Red things? Oh, the headphones? Whenever she puts those red things on, that's it. I can call her name until my throat is sore. But she never hears me. To be perfectly honest, I hate the red things! Huh, you're right. I hate the red things, too. With those headphones on, our little lady doesn't even hear the sound of the intruder's gun. So maybe that's our first lead. Now we know we have to do something about that. I'm actually surprised it's taken people so long to warm up to Missile. Like, I'm not the biggest animal lover, but, like, Missile's just a fantastic character. He's so good. He's just a really good character and a really good dog. Yeah, manual return to the past isn't very good, is it? Okay, so she's retrieving the remote. What's the deal with the cabinet? We've never seen it open. What does it do? Okay, I understand. I think I understand. So if I just extend the umbrella, does it knock the headphones into the tank, or do I have to do something more clever than that? What level of boy is he? He might be best boy cotillion. He might be best boy electric cotillion. He's a really good dog. Which is the... Can't really change the little lady's fate by just standing around watching. An intruder in black will be entering this room in just 4 short minutes. My ghost tricks can only get me so far. If I want to save this little lady, I'm gonna have to get her cooperation. The first step is to get rid of anything that might get in the way. So I think the thing I want to do is just wait until she's fumbling for the headphones and then extend it. I don't think there's anything for me to do in the meantime. I mean, it feels kind of stupid to not do anything, but I feel like that's right. Why? You don't want her to knock down the wall, do you? Why do you like to bark so much? I really wanted to watch TV. I listen to music. Time is passing. Got him. Oh, darn, no. Oh, how did I manage to do that? And then just bought those headphones, too. I like that Missile is, like, wagging his tail so fast it looks like he's, like, a 9-tailed fox or some nonsense.
Oh, darn.
Aw, darn. That's a perfect aw, darn. How about if we tell her you did it, Missile? Missile's okay with this. Missile will remember this, because he feels like he did a good job. Darn, now I can't even listen to music either. I think the gods are playing tricks on me tonight. Nah, it's just some ghost idiot. Forgive me, Miss Camilla. I'm only doing it to save you. So what, now you think you're one of the gods, eh? Huh? No, never mind that. The important thing is we managed to change the situation. That's true. At least now we can use the little lady's ears to help us. Fate changed. Time is not currently passing. Where do I want to be next? I think I want to be here. To something profit when she moves the donuts? Or is the next step that when after she moves the donut, the mouse takes that one away, but that's kind of like right before before Missile got shot. Oh, I think I vaguely remember how this plays out. But only in that I could probably guess based on context clues that I think we save Missile, which like extends the timeline, but then she gets shot and then we like reset the circumstances. Because I'm not sure how else all this works on this. I think I'm just waiting. I'm in the mood for donuts tonight. X is the top one. The question is, what do we do now? Unless we do something more, the outcome will still be the same. Oh, if only you had big, strong teeth and an aggressive spirit. It didn't seem like we could stop the hitman from coming in, so in that case... Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we hide Miss Camilla? Hide, huh? That sounds like just the kind of idea a little doggy would come up with. Are you making fun of me? Where could a little lady hide in this room? I think I might have just the place. There's just one little problem. How do we get Miss Camilla in there, right? Exactly. If I could possess Camilla herself, the answer would be easy. I can't do that, so I guess the only way to do is to lead her there. Now, what can I do using just the objects in this room? I think I'll try various things I see, and see what they come up with. And I'll be here watching, cheering you on! I wish I could move the camera here. I understand why I can't. What thing do I want next? What happens if I move the cart? Is that like a hatch in the ceiling? What kind of apartment is this? Alright, this does not seem like it. Move back. Yeah, I'm in the mood for donuts tonight, too. Big same. Did I miss my window for a donut to fall on the ground? Did I change history? Oh. Wait a minute. I was convinced I would be able to possess that donut. What happens now? Pardon? It's okay. We sure that's a... We sent that mouse on an unexpected journey, let me tell you that.
Wow, you set that little thing flying!
I like to keep things tidy, heh.
And I like to bark at things that move!
Guess everything looks like a toy to a little doggy. Now I bet our little lady will come over to quiet you down. Missile, if you bark like that, you'll make the lady next door start howling. If you keep this up, that wall's gonna come down on our heads before we know it. You'll protect me if anything bad happens, right, Missile?
Of course I will!
It's quite a big promise for a little fellow. Poor little guy's up against some formidable opponents. The man in black and the woman in purple. What do I want now? I don't think there's anything to the left, so I have to want to be in the cart, I guess? Time is passing. Why do you always give your mistress so much trouble?
Yes, I am truly embarrassed by my own behavior. But when that little guy starts squeaking, it gets me all in an uproar. And when I bark, Miss Camilla always comes over and gives me a nice hug.
Oh, I think this is exactly the problem with my neighbor's dog, who isn't nearly as good as Missile, to be honest with you. Might be able to take advantage of that little piece of information.
Huh? How?
Wherever the donut falls, the rat shows up to check it out. And then you go and bark at the rat. And then our little lady comes to quiet you down.
Yes, that's the way things work, I'm afraid.
So in other words, the donut can be bait that will lead the little lady wherever we want her. I'm not sure I love the way we keep calling her little lady. It's not the worst thing we could do. Where'd the donuts go? Stupid haunted apartment. Oh, okay, I thought she was gonna move it back and I was gonna be a little salty about it. Oh, hey, look what I did! I accidentally got over to the hard. This always seemed like this was really hard to me. When something is moving in an environment in this game, it always seemed to me like it was like impossible to match the timing. Cause like it is really easy to not get the timing. So wait, I have a trick to play the star ornament? What does that mean? I don't know what my next step is. I'm paralyzed by options. No, hold on. Think about it. Oh, I can't make another donut fall.
What do we do now? Without that donut, the squeaky little guy won't come and I won't bark.
Looks like only one donut will fall, but the donut's the only bait that will lead the little lady where we want her. Maybe I should rethink my plan of attack. Wait a minute. R button. Guess I'd better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick up any other clues. Yeah, not from the beginning. After the fate change should be fine. Interesting that the game never explicitly tells me what this button does, but I sort of intuited it. That sounds like English, right? We're doing good. I'm not having a mental breakdown. You're having a mental breakdown. Love the soundtrack to this game, by the way. Ghost time. Beep boop, beep boop. Move the cart. Where'd the donuts go? I literally just moved them. It's really messed up. It's really scary. Time is passing. Donut disaster. Oh, there's like a girl rat too. That's a kind of cute. Now wait a minute. What do I actually want to have happen now? Do I need... I like probably want that cabinet to be open, right? By the way, this is precisely what I was talking about before, of like getting the ghost menu to pause at the time you want to link something up. That feels really annoying. And by that I just mean like, it seems like it is challenging. It's specifically the sort of thing that I don't like about time puzzles. Now, is there a reason I want... Yeah, I think I do want this. I need to drop this painting? Oh, that's not gonna do it, huh? Oh, wait, when she knocks on the wall, because the dog is barking. If you keep that up, the wall's gonna come down, etc., etc. Of course I will! I already heard this dialogue. Shut up about it. I don't think this went the way I wanted it to. How am I supposed to get... Let me try... Why would I... Let me try something. Rotate faster. I don't know why there's a music box in a ceiling-mounted trapdoor with a functional ceiling latch that would be incredibly difficult for someone to access. So it's really hard for me to gauge what I expect to happen next. I think I have to make it rotate slower, because then it will be lower down. And then And then what? What do I do? I mean, like, play the ornament? Okay. That doesn't have a soul point in it? Oh, okay. But how do I... I have to get to that lamp somehow. Wait, can I just get to the lamp? Oh, I could just get to the lamp. I'm just a clown. For your amusement. So I'm supposed to launch the ball. To what end, I don't know. But surely that's the thing to do. That's where we hide the evidence. I mean, it seems like that, Ditto. I mean, I think you're joking, but I don't even know. Man, I don't like new OBS. I'm sure I'll get used to this, but I think I'm probably just mad that it ruined my whole day. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna launch it, I presume. Oh wait, hang on, I'm having a thought. If you bark like that, how can anybody enjoy the pretty melody? And your poor mistress has to get up and quiet you down every time. Yes, I'm truly embarrassed by my own behavior. Hey, look at that. One of the ornaments fell off the tree. I'm not interested in things like that. I graduated from playing with balls a long time ago. You should try graduating from needless barking, too. Sorry, that's just one thing I could never give up. Meow. Okay, I don't know what that did for me. Hold on, I'm having a thought. Wow, you sent that thing flying! I like to tidy up by shoving eyesores under the sofa. Heh. Hey, how come you're looking at me when you say that? Hey, wait a minute. Under the sofa, eh? That might be a spot the hitman wouldn't look. Come to think of it, this Camilla climbs under the sofa all the time, trying to catch me! A naughty little doggy, aren't you? So, my new plan is to hide the little lady under the sofa. Only problem is, how do I lead her under them? It's actually a lot more forgiving than I thought, the general controls. How do I, It's not a rhetorical question he asked. I don't know the next step of this. Play the ornament again? I'm not sure if I've already reached a fail state. It shouldn't be the donut bowl, because I think that's spent. I think you just move the one donut and that's it. I don't know if I'm... Like, I don't think you're ever really in a position to control anything while she's banging on the wall, so I don't think it has anything to do with, like, the painting dropping. I guess the question is... Am I supposed to bring this over here, donut, the mouse stands by the launch door, so I like do that, and then the mouse launches under the couch, and then the dog follows, and then she follows, and then the game just sort of hand waves the amount of time that passes in between to make that the next step of my Halloween process? Because I don't know what to do otherwise. I also don't think I accomplished anything. No, I guess dropping the music box dropped the ornament, and dropping the ornament is like a hint if you've already reached a fail state? Is that the way this is designed? What exactly are you barking about anyway? Well, just look at it. It's all sparkly and glittery, and it turns around and around. Besides, it plays that exciting music. What else can I do but bark? Alright, tell me this then. Exactly what are you thinking when you bark like that? Well, let's see. That time there, if I had to put my feelings into words, I'd say they were, welcome! I guess that about sums it up. I guess it's the kind of feeling I'll never quite understand. I have a feeling I need to rewind. I'm not sure of that. The R only goes back, right? I can't use it to accelerate and make sure, like, nothing else... There's, like, nothing else important to learn before going back. But the star ornament is now, like, a fixed quantity. It's, like, a deterministic part of this system. And the only other things I can manipulate are, like, Santa ornament and stuff that doesn't move, or, like, cabinet doors that don't help with anything. It feels as though the room is largely laid out so that through trial and error you will eventually learn the correct sequence of, like, using cabinet doors to launch things. I'm gonna trust my instincts here and give this a shot, but I'm not, like, totally certain that this is right. But, like, a key point here is that, like, I don't think that I have to do anything with the music box yet. No, that was like the exact moment I wanted to go in the Santa. No, wait a minute. Ah, okay. I have to go here, and then do the donut, and then really quickly manage all of my navigation. Not close enough! Close enough! Give it a shot! Missile, no! How is that mouse carrying that donut? By the way, squeak squeak.
What are you doing under there, you silly boy? Aw, my little missile. You're always doing the cutest things.
Hey, it did exactly what I thought. It hand-waved the passage of time.
Nobody's here, eh? I guess I'll just have some of these giant onion ring donuts. My prey is bound to come home sometime. Might as well make myself comfortable in the meanwhile.
Very good. Ate that by unhinging his jaw rapidly, I assume. There, our little lady's fate has been averted.
It has?
The poor thing is still curled up in a ball and shaking with fear. Well, yeah, that's true. But that's not so bad. In the scheme of things, I'd say she's just fine. I mean, for one, she hasn't been shot to death. And look, you're not dead either.
Oh, you're right. We did it. We did it, didn't we?
We did it! Well, to be precise, you're the one who did it.
Huh? Me? I saved Miss Camilla?
Yeah. You're the one who let her under the sofa, right? You protected your mistress. I can attest to that.
Oh. Oh, thank you! Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure, what is it?
What exactly are those strange powers of yours?
Oh, you mean my ghost tricks? Apparently they're the power to manipulate inanimate objects and, like, travel through phone lines and whatever.
If they're ghost tricks, then can I do them too? I'm dead too, after all.
I guess. That's how dinosaurs work, right?
I've been staring at those donuts as hard as I could for a long time now, but they wouldn't budge for me. Why do you suppose that is?
I don't really know. I guess you just don't have that particular power?
Well, I have one thing to say to that. That's not fair!
Sorry, but I guess not everyone who dies gets the powers of the dead. That is true, we were told that.
So what's gonna happen to me now?
Nothing, really. Your death has been erased. You'll just go back to being a happy little doggy, living your everyday doggy life. I guess this means goodbye.
But we'll meet again sometime, right?
Yeah, maybe if you die again.
What you did for me tonight? I'll never forget it!
Well, I guess we'd better get back to getting back to the present or something. Time to see what happens next in our story. And now a new present is born. The little lady is still curled up in a ball, shaking with fear. And the little doggy is wagging his tail happily. So what do I do now? I think I'll watch for a while and see what happens. It's still at the junkyard. All right, I got it. I'm on my way. I guess my prey likes to play hide and seek. She hasn't had enough of that junkyard yet, apparently. I can't let nearsighted Jigo beat me out on this one. I'd better hurry. Huh. What was that all about? You saved me, didn't you, Missile? I just know you did. Maybe I shouldn't answer it. Why did the hitman, like, have her phone number handy to, like, make a call to there or whatever? Lynn! Trick time! Oh, crap. Eh. I don't have a lot of time. I was thinking of trying to drop that music box for later, because I think at some point it has to be useful, but let's just get where we gotta go. Wait a minute. There's that little doggy all curled up on the floor, dreaming away the life he worked so hard to get back for. That's fine, but what's up with that core? The dead can't possess living creatures. That's one of the rules Mr. Desklamp taught me. So, what would a living and breathing doggy be doing with a core? I'm gonna try possessing him and see. Totally normal thought. Oh, hey, it's you, it's you! It's... Come to think of it, I never did ask for your name. I guess it's good we ran into each other again, then. This is a good chance for us to reintroduce ourselves to each other. You mean you forgot my name already? After everything we shared together, the drama, that tearful goodbye, I'm Missile, the best doggy. But, you know, it's strange. I wonder why you remember me, now that you're alive again. Do you remember your time being dead? I mean, if he didn't, he wouldn't remember us, right? Of course, all of it. Okay, let me get this straight. The memory of being dead doesn't disappear, and the dead I meet in the ghost world develop a core when they return to the land of the living. And if I then possess that core, I can talk to that person. It looks that way, yes. You know, call me a skeptic, I'm not entirely sure Missile followed all of that. Alright, I should go back to tricking and whatever. Alright, I love you. Goodbye, Missile. Camilla, oh, thank goodness you're okay. Well, I don't know if I'm okay exactly. You won't believe what just... Listen to me, you've got to get out of there right now. But what about dinner? I was just thinking about spaghetti after eating an entire bucket of donuts like a psychopath. I won't be going back there for a while, and you might be in danger if you stay there too. But I already was in danger, just a little while ago. Meet me at the restaurant, at the Chicken Kitchen, on Dead End Drive? Dead End Drive? I don't know, that's pretty far. Just hurry, okay? Oh, and one more thing. Bring the music box with you, okay? Music box? I love music boxes. Is it a present for me? I'm sorry, but it doesn't play. I can't even get the lid open. You can't very well call it a music box then, can you? At that point, it's basically just a box. Just bring it, okay? It's kind of big and it's made out of wood. Okay, I will. Where is it? I kind of hid it in that room you're in. Oh my god, we broke the phone too. Oh no, oh dear. Not again! Darn, now I've dropped the phone in there too. How about if we tell her you did it, Missile? But I sure hope Lynn's alright. I'd better get going. I know right where Dead End Drive is. But I never saw any music box around here. Where am I supposed to find it? Do you know where it is, Swiper the Fox? I mean, Missile the Dog? Help me look, okay? Trick time! Darn. With the receiver in the fish tank, I can't use telephone lines. Don't tell me. I'm trapped in this room. Beep. Oh, no, hold on. Cancel. I gotta, there we go. Scoot. Oh man, got that just about perfect. So I have to increase ornament speed. There it goes. And that lets me reach the music box. Can I time this efficiently? Not at all. There it is. So if I slow this down, and then it's probably sufficient to just do the star on the tree, right? I probably don't have to go through the entire rigmarole of like dropping the ornament, doing the cabinet, etc. But maybe I need that. Let's talk to Missile because we could do it without leaving our perch. This looks like your chance to shine. Lee, what do you mean? You can really help her out right now with that great nose of yours. Oh, you're right. I didn't think of that. So what kind of spell should I be looking for? Oh, I don't really know. Oh. Hey, come on. You can't expect me to do everything, right? That's okay. Don't feel too bad about it. Being consoled by a dog. Alright, let's just play this ornament and see what happens. She should bark at it, and then she should hopefully notice the... There it is.
Hey, this is it, the music box! Yippee!
Oh, but I need to get in your pocket or something.
I'll leave the remote here. Why were you carrying it around in your pocket that whole time?
Why?
But don't you touch it, Missile. If the TV comes on, you'll start barking. I need to find you flattened underneath that wall when I come home.
No, hold on. I need you to take me with you.
Okay, I'm leaving now, Missile. I have to go help Lynn. She's like a sister to me, you know. You be good while I'm away. No barking.
If I had to express his current emotion, I would say it's probably welcome. Actually, that isn't the animation of the dog's tail wagging super fast. It actually just has... Like, Missile just has, like, a bunch of spare tails, huh? Do you think he could fly if you spun him around real fast? Still no peace for the little lady, and the redhead Lynn is facing a new crisis right now as well. Meanwhile, I'm in a bit of a pickle of my own. With the receiver at the bottom of the fish tank, I find myself still trapped in this apartment. Too bad I can't just curl up and go to sleep with my tail wagging too. Because there's something I must do. The question is, how do I go about getting out of here? I mean, if the game would have let me go inside the music box, then I could have done that. Paired 7:31 p.m. to 8:04 p.m. Yes, save again. I think we'll aim to do one more segment. Probably be somewhere between a half hour and 45 minutes, and then we'll probably call it a stream. Because I have so much homework now that everything's broken. I'm sad that I'm flying. Chapter 3, 8:04 p.m. Once again, Lynn is in danger. And I think she knows it too. Sincerely doubt she'll be coming back to this apartment tonight. She and I are connected to each other somehow. She's my only lead and I can't lose her. I have to get to her and fast. With the telephone in this apartment being out of service, my only hope for escape is to find another telephone. No Mr. Desk Lamp here. My only friend I have to talk to is that nice little doggy curled up there on the floor. Yeah, it seems like the place to start, right? Oh, hello, what's up? I was wondering if you could help me. I'll certainly try! But the only thing I'm really good at, though, is barking. There isn't much else. I think you might be right there. But I'm really, really good at barking! Miss Lynn comes chasing after me with a broom. The lady next door kicks the wall. I've got quite a bit of influence around these parts. So, like, I can operate the remote, which will turn on the TV, and then he'll bark about it. I mean, I think my only way out is through the wall, right? Like, we've already seen that as, like, part of the environment. So, like, that should be, like, plausible. So I guess... I keep hitting the angle wrong. Operate. I like how true to dog it is, that the dog just has, like, no self-control whatsoever. Like, it's fully aware that this is wrong. And I basically, like, warned him that I was going to do it. No, if you keep that racket up, I'll bring this whole dilapidated building down on you. If you could let me have control of my ghost tricks, I would greatly appreciate it. Did you hear what I just heard? You mean the lady next door's angry howl? Nah, forget that. It was the sound of a telephone ringing, coming from the apartment next door. Oh, I get it. You're thinking about borrowing her telephone, aren't you? But how are you going to do that without breaking the wall down? Well, the lady next door is kindly offering to do it for us. Yes, but she's mostly hoping to crush me underneath it. And I'm chill with that because I don't fully understand it. It's true, there is a drinking bird. I'm glad someone noticed that. Let's get over here. Just out of reach. Alright. Eh. Uh-oh. What do I do now? Two things are certain. There's a telephone in the apartment next door, and I have to create a path to get there somehow. Should I keep barking? If you keep that up, I'll knock this wall down. If she's true to her word, she might be able to change the situation. I just want to avoid the whole getting crushed part, though, if you don't mind. I have to do something to change the situation. If I can create just a little more racket somehow. See, the concern I have about that is every time I accomplish something, game takes control away from me. And I feel like I could, like, turn on the star. But then, would I be able to get back in time? Only one way to find out, I guess. Please give me control. I would like control. I'd absolutely like control of the game, please. No, I'll pound this wall open! That might have helped. Oh. I'm in the star, though. Oh no. Missile, are you okay? Missile, bark to me, buddy. I told you, didn't I? I told you I would knock the wall down on you. Did she just cheers the wall for her own violence? How did she send the dog flying? I think she has Conqueror's Hockey. I don't think anyone in this chat gets that joke. So this is what it feels like to have a wall knocked out on you, huh? It's more like she knocked you out through the wall, really. I'm still alive, aren't I? You are. But the TV and the star ornament aren't. I'll never bark again, not as long as I live. Wait a minute. Looks like all that commotion wasn't for naught. Huh? Your barking made her create a path for me. It did? But the wall is still standing, just like before. Yeah, but like, I see things fourth dimensionally or something. Using the power of the fourth wall, I can see stuff on the other side of the actual wall. There are paths that only the dead can see. Oh, those kinds of paths. Trick time. Oh, I see. Yeah. Now I'm over here. Aw. So you're leaving, huh? I guess so. You're going to save Miss Camilla and Miss Lynn? I have to follow my own mystery first and foremost. That means everything to me. But you will save them, right? If it helps me along the way, then yes. Wow, what a rough answer to give this dog. Pun not intended, but accepted. This dog is like, you know, has like the simple enthusiasm of a child. He's like, you'll help my mistress, right? And he's like, I don't know, I'm kind of a piece of crap. Maybe. If it's like not super inconvenient. There's glass at the other side of the wall. She was clinking the glass thanks to her ability to see it. I guess? Is she dead? I mean, I think she toasted up high and not where the glass was, but you do raise a good point, Neko. I don't have any powers of the dead. I'm not even dead, actually. But I'm going to find a way to go go help Miss Camilla, too! We create our own paths, right, Missile? That's right! Okay, I'm leaving now. Guess this is our second goodbye. It is, isn't it? My name is Sissel. If we ever meet again, that's what you can call me. Sissel, huh? You got it. You know what, Sissel? I'm going to create my own path, just like you said! Poor Missile. Really hate to see that. Tonight is that holiest of all nights, my deadline. All I need to get some inspiration from the muses is this bottle and some cheese. Here's the boorish people next door. Clink. Updated the phone book. Also, someone's sneezing.
Are you alright, my darling angel? Have you taken your medicine like a good girl?
Well, here I am in yet another strange room. What's this oddly tense air of this place anyway? Where's that little treasure I'm looking for? There it is, the telephone. Now if I can just borrow it. Ding dong, ring rong, ring, banana phone. Trick time! So, I would like to point out that I appear to have a latch that I can use to drop a mouse from the sky, which, like, that's not, like, particularly chill, but I can do it. If I possess the dictionary, will I suddenly learn the meaning of all words? I mean, like, listen, I'm in, like, messing around town. I might as well just, like, turn this latch, right? But let's see what I say first. Even now, Lynn's life is in danger. I have to use that phone and fast. Can't very well make that woman bring it to me. Guess I'll have to find a way over there myself. Let's drop a rat. Let's drop a bird on. Let's windmill? I'm gonna... Wait, if I launch it the way the dictionary's facing now, doesn't it not do what I want? This thing is too heavy. I can't manipulate it. Maybe that woman built up her destructive power by hefting this puppy. More like a weapon than a book. All I did is scare the mouse away. I don't think I did it. I don't know if you know this, but I don't think I did it. Oh, Mr. Prime Minister, you mustn't. I'm a married woman. And I'm a married man, but we cannot resist any longer. I'm ready to abdicate it all for you, even if it means my ultimate ruination. Ruination, is that even a word? And that abdicate just now doesn't look right somehow. This is going to nag at me until I'm sure. I'm gonna make her pick me up. I'm gonna make her pick me up! The mouse went back upstairs. Where is that dictionary? Huh. Oh, she doesn't realize it's on the ground. But do it. Oh, that looks bad up there. You know, I've always wondered if you can be overwhelmed, can you just be plain well? This is going to nag at me. Okay, so how do I, do I just have to go through all the mouse capades? Swoop it. Really bad at hitting the windmill. What's the thing I'm missing, do you think? Can I drop the bottle or something? No, it doesn't have a trick. Spin! Nothing. It's nothing. So if I listen to her thought bubble, I force her to do it. So I have to set up some circumstance first. But it doesn't feel like it's mouse related. Let me try something. Let me try something. Oh no, Mr. Prime Minister, we mustn't. If the people haven't found out, I don't care what they might think. What do the plebeian masses understand anyway? Certainly not our love. What is this Prime Minister talking about? I never even heard the word plebeian. Where did that come from? So, like, if I wait till she's, like, at the cabin, and then I drop a mouse down there, does that change it? Where's the dictionary? Right, I have to do it the way that I will never successfully do it. Why? Let's see, I know I put it here somewhere. Where could it have gone? Feel like I tried that and it didn't work. I'm a little annoyed it worked that time, but that's fine. Oh, there it is. It's a really big book. But it's strange. I know I left this dictionary on the shelf. It's as if some little angel were playing naughty tricks on me. Nani? Perhaps my darling angel. Can I take a moment up on my high horse? Will you allow it? So, if you're watching this, there's a good chance you've seen me play Somnium Files and Somnium Files 2, the Nirvana Initiative. And I think in both of those games, I complain a fair amount about how the gameplay in those games, in the dream state of the Somniums, is like really trial and error based. And a big part of that is because the games sort of pride themselves on a certain system of dream logic that, like, by design doesn't necessarily quite mesh with any rational thought. Sometimes it does, sometimes it really doesn't. You could argue that this game actually uses a really similar type of system in the abstract, which is just that, like, you're given a fairly straightforward goal and given little initial idea of how to get there. And so, like, you do a lot of trial and error, like, timing things and trying things and see what your ghost tricks do and whatever. But, like, there's a couple of key distinctions that I think. One is that the pacing of this game is, like, really quick. So if you do have to, like, replay something, you can, like, just bang it out real quick. Like, I've already had to do 2 resets, and it didn't feel like a major setback. But also, like, you don't necessarily get the full picture right away, because sometimes you have to, like, figure out where stuff goes or how to manipulate it, like, midway through the process of navigating one of these rooms we've seen so far. But, like, you still kind of have, like, a clear sense of your end goal. And because, like, the real-world physics apply to it to some large degree, we did roll over a man with a wrecking ball, and he sort of smushed. But, like, I think it's a lot easier to intuit at least some of the steps along the way without having to, like, deliberately try every single thing if you don't want to. But also, let's consider, just because I'm using this as an excuse to just, like, gripe at the failures of the Somnium Files games. In those games, you don't simply perform an activity. It's not like you just, like, wander around the dream, try a thing, and then move on with your life. It uses this, like, absolutely asinine resource system. Like, imagine if every time I wanted to do a ghost trick, like, I lost 20 seconds off the clock, and it had to, like, process that time leaving. Like, not only would it make everything, like, artificially more difficult, because, like, not having the exact correct path in mind the first time would vastly shorten my ability to even try to learn new things about the room I'm in, but, like, it also would just slow everything down. And so, the point that I've talked myself around to after sort of noticing this parallel is that it's not even that I hate the trial and error gameplay that the Somniums of the Somnium Files have created. I think more than anything, it's not even the time factor in those games as much as it is time being used as a weird abstract resource that's very finite. And I think they improved it in Nirvana Initiative, the second game in that series. But I would also say that the resource isn't carefully managed. Like, they kind of like to give things, like, a really high time value to try. Shock value is the wrong word, but, like, just to sort of make something seem ominous or important. they're not really optimized for you to have, like, a real shot at completing them in one go. And that's made worse by the fact that they're generally much longer to complete for a variety of reasons. Whereas, I think, despite the fact that this game is, on its surface, a thing that I would expect to, like, get frustrated at, it's a blast to play. It's, like, a real quick breeze to, like, do stuff and try things. And when you goof up, you're like, oh, well, I guess I'll try more ghost tricks. Which is great, because they're fun and quick and satisfying to do. So, like, this is a game that made strong choices in the type of gameplay that it wanted to have. And then leaned into what's good about them. Rather than just, like, coming up with an abstract concept and not really having a clear idea of, like, what to do with it. Which is what it feels like the Somnium Files games did. Alright, getting off the high horse. Welcome back, Angel. Welcome, Critwitch. That's right, we're a ghost. A spooky ghost, like the one that ruined all my streaming software earlier today. We can perform tricks as a ghost. Isn't that neat? I'll do a spin. That's a neat trick. I'll do a spin on this lamp knob. You can't stop me. I hit the wrong button. What button did I hit? Oh, my phone broke. Oh, so it keeps a record of all the people that I've encountered, including Missile, the best boy, valiant pet. I don't think I will read these. That's fine. So. Did I miss my opportunity there, or what? Turning the knob doesn't seem to do anything. What is it, my darling angel?
Ow, my head hurts, Mama!
You poor dear, and no wonder with a fever of 102. That's Celsius. She's gonna die. Here's to a night of fever hotter than the love of my Prime Minister. Are you reciting, like, sketchy romantic book dialogue to your fairly young daughter?
It's almost time for me to go for my lesson. Can I take the night off?
I haven't committed to some voice for this child yet. Yes, I suppose that would be best, but wait a minute! I bet you're happy to have an excuse to get out of it, aren't you?
Not especially. If I ever don't want to go, I just don't go and pretend I did. I go and play with Camilla next door or something.
Here's to the blunt honesty of my darling angel. Clink!
Hey, today is Papa's birthday.
Oh, is it?
Aren't we gonna celebrate together?
Let's not talk about your father, dear. Here's to pretending your father died of mysterious circumstances. Clink! Now Mama has to go back to work. I have a deadline tonight after all.
Mama, wait! I have just one thing to say. Don't try and put me in the middle of you two, okay?
Whatever could you be talking about?
I know what's going on, you know. You write your novels and Papa wants you to stop. But it was very selfish of you to take me and leave the house. I want to go home.
Now, it's time for good little girls to go to sleep. Especially sick little girls who are too observant for their own good. Clink.
I hate you, Mama.
Cheers to that. I got nothing. Let me listen to my own thoughts. These two are quite a pair. The father would have to be a pretty strong man to hold his own against them. Sounds like their family circumstances are pretty complicated. Wonder if I had a family. I don't know what I'm doing. It's pretty amazing. Oh my, the lamp is out. Can I do anything with this? Hold, please. Did anyone see how that woman lit that match? Did anyone else see that? Am I alone here? Bueller? Still don't think I could do anything. I guess I'll listen to her thoughts. My darling lady, to think that you were a spy all along. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to me, Mr. Prime Minister? I will arrest you and make sure you receive the proper penalty. You are sentenced to be imprisoned in my cell of love and punished with my whip of passion. Oh, Mr. Prime Minister. Oh, my dear lady. I hate to live in this Prime Minister's country. I mean, it's just me and the dictionary again. I guess I'll turn it off. Eek! What is going on? Oh, I made a typo. Paper! Yeah, got it just in time. Is she gonna light the lamp again? If so, we must watch. Okay, everyone, watch this. Watch. Everyone, ready? Okay, there it is. That's how she lights the lamp. Alright, what do I have over here? Probably just have to, like, open the waste paper basket. Would I want to be inside? Oh, I see. I want the opposite. Alley. Yoop. Okay, now what? I have more options now, that's for sure. Very fancy. That's somehow not the response I was expecting, Neko, but sure, that's fair. Chandelier? Is the whole Skytown of Basel up here? Okay, let me for real think about this for a second. So, like, presumably, can't I just, like... No, that doesn't swing very far. I don't know why I would think that. My current ghost trick is to swing harder. So I can connect to the phone. Okay. Hello, is that you? How many times are you going to make me tell you that tonight is the holiest of all nights, my deadline? Please, I'm begging you, change your mind and come home to me. I think you're the one who needs to change his mind. Please, put yourself in my position. You can write your novel just as well from home. Until you change your mind, your daughter and I won't be coming home. Even if that means forever. Let me talk to Amelie then, at least. You can't talk to her. She's sick with a fever of like 1 billion degrees Celsius. And I won't have you giving her nightmares. I want to talk to Papa. Now I don't want to hear your voice anymore tonight. Please, wait a minute. Don't try to call again. I won't answer. I refuse to answer. Trace complete. That dude's phone number. Great. Oh, I got 2 phone numbers from that. I guess that tracks. Here's to me shouting at a man on the phone. Now I finally have the telephone lines I need. I'm curious about this woman's husband, but I should go find my only lead first. That hitman who's after Lynn is sure to be heading to the junkyard right now, so I'd better hurry. She lit the lamp by throwing fire at it. I wish I could do a trick like that. Are you a ghost, Neko? I bet a ghost could do a trick like that. Also, again, while that is a fair comment about the way that she lit that lamp, it's not the thing that I think is most striking about it, if you'll pardon the match-related pun. I don't know why this keeps happening today. Yeah, I suppose I should trick to the junkyard. This game rules. If you joined late, you should watch the VOD. This game rules. It's actually, like, a lot better than I remember, and I remember it being good. Not much time has passed since I was here last. Now, see, I know that to be false, because I know that time is passing. However, the situation has changed. Oh, it's Phoenix Wright, sort of. And I think that's supposed to be Pain, right? Do these have the same developer, or just the same publisher? I don't remember. I do remember the relationship between them, but I don't remember what that relationship is. Looks like they're examining my body. I wonder who they are. Hey, it's Ray! And beside them, a certain somebody else wriggles and bounces happily. I wonder who that person really is, too. Welcome back. You weren't gone very long. What's going on here? The police are here to start the criminal investigation. You know, into your murder. My murder case, eh? Where's Lynn? Is she alright? So you found out her name already, did you? I'm impressed. I'm also a talking lamp. Lamp joke. That was quite a moment in history. It sounded like she was in some kind of immediate danger. Not to mention the fact that a hitman is after her again. Well, you don't have to worry about that kind of thing. She was just taken into custody a few minutes ago. Oh, okay. Don't worry, I won't worry then. Nani? You mean she was arrested? But why? I don't know. I'm just a desk lamp. God, I love this game. I'd better see what I can find out. Trick time! Better listen to them from this traffic sign. Why is this button? Quite a thing, this case, huh? Yeah, one of our own, a murderer. Heads will roll over this. And she's a rookie, too. I heard she was carrying out some crazy investigation. Rookies aren't given crazy assignments like that, not even rookies like Lynn. Yeah, but I heard she was special. She's got strong ties to Inspector Cabanella of the Special Investigation Unit. I plan on moving up the ladder on my own merits myself. Well, we detectives shouldn't be standing around gossiping. Never know who might be listening. Even the dead! Like me. Like me. I'm in your bag. Trick? There's no trick. Why? Think we can safely assume the cause of death was the bullet he took in the chest. It's like a single bullet shot from a shotgun? Explain. Someone explain. Bring the stretcher. I'll look into the rest back at the lab. Would you mind waiting here for a bit, Don? Inspector Cabanella, head of the Special Investigation Unit, is on his way now. Special Investigation Unit? What do they want with a case like this? I don't know, but Cabanella's our top investigator. The voices are a little fluid right now. I don't know how important these characters are. We don't want him to get all bent out of shape or there'll be heck to pay. Don't see what that has to do with me. I don't really get what Cabanella wants to come for either. It's probably just a big lark for him, but I guess it makes things tougher on us. Hey, now watch what you say behind his back. Never know who might be listening. Like me. Or me. Ding-a-ling? This guy. What's it? Oh, is he the inspector, this guy? I forgot about him. He's very stylish. Watch all this happen. I seem to remember him having, like, just an incredibly fanciful series of animations. What does this guy sound like? He's definitely important. I've used a few of the good voices already. Any suggestions, chat? This guy, I have to talk like him a lot. It should be a thing I can actually do and not some insane thing that you're going to want to suggest. No, just me? Okay. Well, I guess if no one ever watches this, then I can change my mind later, and it doesn't matter at that point. Just like a really obnoxious voice. Huh. What kind of thing? I mean, the Mike Meekins voice from Phoenix Wright comes to mind, but that's unpleasant for everyone. Deliberately so. And I think that's a bridge too far. Senior, junior? What is senior, junior? I know of a band called Junior Senior, who made like a one-hit wonder song with an animated music video. And I know of Senor Cardgage from Homestar Runner. But I don't know if I know what that is. You are God on this channel. You can change your mind any way you want. I mean, that's overstating it, but yeah, I like to think of myself as Ray the Lamb. That's actually a great observation, Haggis, who says that he finds the teen shin intimidating. He's in Kim Possible. Nope, no idea. Gangster from Max Payne. Also don't know that one. He's a guy with kind of a Spanish accent. I feel like if I risk that, I'm going to... I mean, like, I feel like the closest thing I could do to that without getting canceled is, like, Strong Bad, is just do a Strong Bad impression. The tension... No, wait. The tension of the crime scene. I have to get back into it. I know we just played the recent thing. It's just not in my head right now. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. You don't know who that is? He was like literally in the game we played 3 weeks ago. He's the main character of the game we played like 3 weeks ago. This guy's basically Michael Jackson. Yeah! Basically. I'm briefly debating whether I can do some sort of superstar performer / Michael Jackson sort of thing. I don't know why, man. I'm having trouble with a voice here. I think I'm just gonna embellish like a guy who's like a little bit of a jerk. Evening, boys. How's it looking? Inspector Cabanella, thank you for coming. Allow me to report, sir. Fine. just hold that thought, though. I'm gonna make a phone call first. So this is the head of the Special Investigation Unit, huh? Updated the phone book.
Stronger than my mom.
Trick time! Bing bong, bing! Ricochet rabbit. Is that... That's not literally Lotta Hart, is it? She bears some resemblance to Lotta Hart. I think that's her name. The, like, paranormal investigator / like, photographer / like a billion things from Phoenix, right? Deal me the deal. How's it going over there, baby? I don't even know how to process this. I'm gonna give it the Lotta Hart voice because I don't know what's going on here, and we'll adjust as needed. Going? How's it going, you ask? You'd like to know how it's going? I'd say it's going well enough. About fair to average. If I had to say, yeah, it's going alright. Not the man I was hoping to talk to, baby. Do me a favor and put that other nice man on the horn now, would you? That's a nice fella. If it has anything to do with this park, I'm the one to talk to. I'm the guardian of the park, you see? There's so many characters all of a sudden. Why is this happening to me? Sorry about that, Inspector. I just got here. Well, glad to hear you made it. That other fella just about threw me for a loop. Started blathering something about being the guardian of the park or some such. The voices are bleeding together. They're taking control. Yes, him. Sorry about that. Well, start doing your staking out thing, baby, and buzz me if anything comes up. Yes, sir. Trace complete. The park. Now then, sir, if I may make my report, sir. Doc. Yoo-hoo! Oh, Doc! Talking to me. Need you to handle this case with your finest care and attention. Would you do that for me, Doc? Don't need you to tell me how to do my job. Anywho, I'd like to see my suspect now, if I may. Lynn, sir, I asked her to let herself be taken into custody voluntarily, sir. She's being detained at the junkyard superintendent's office right now. Super's office, eh? That's super! And where's that? Just beyond where you parked your bicycle, Inspector. Is it? That doesn't seem particularly close at all. Go interview the suspect then. Yeah, nothing like it, baby! Ha-ha! Carry on, boys! Good luck, sir! Trick time! Oh crap, I'm gonna have to get like all the way up there, huh? Gonna need you to get all the way off my back about this. Wait, how do I do that? Wait, am I doomed? Where would I go? I don't have a phone number for the superintendent's office, and this is a traffic cone. Can I get the doctor to carry me upstairs? Hold on. If I move a little further back, I can listen to what he's saying. That Inspector Cabanella. He sure has a strange air about him. You could say that again. And I've never seen anybody use the stairs the way he does. I hear he's dancing his way up the stairs of promotion that same airy way. I hear Lynn's doing his personal favor. What's the deal between those two? And how should I know? That didn't help me at all. Oh, wait, the doctor's doing something now. Think we can pretty safely assume this was the murder weapon. What? Oh no, that pistol. Yup, the same model as the pistols you detectives carry around. You don't think it's Lynn's, do you? Hey, riddle me this, idiot. In what scenario would a person, A, take their licensed government firearm to, like, commit an act of murder? B, for some reason, leave that specific weapon on the body of the corpse instead of disposing of it or simply taking it with them? And then stick around at the crime scene and voluntarily turn themselves in. In what world does that make even, like, a little bit of sense to you? This isn't good. If it's hers, it's all over. Curtains for her. She'll be full of daylight or something. So, Lynn is a detective, and the murder weapon might be her pistol. What could it all mean? If they want to frame the gun's owner. Right, but then doesn't that immediately reek of a frame job? That's sort of my point. My point is sort of like, the circumstance that explains that is framing them, and at that point, I feel like you don't take that supposition at face value. I don't think you go like, you don't think she shot the guy. You'd be like, that's so weirdly suspicious, I'm suspicious of the circumstances. Anyway, I guess I can be in the gun now. Can I fire as a trick? So this is the weapon that took my life. A pistol, eh? My memory seems to be hazy on pistols. But I have seen them before, that's for sure. Let's see. This part right here is... Fool. If you want to fire the thing, aim it in your own direction. I didn't fire it, I'm the victim here. This is an act of somebody who's jealous of my abilities as detective. Well, what are you glaring at me for? I'm hardly jealous of you. Well, I guess that proves it's a real gun. Bang. What was that? Is that what I think it was? The sound of a gun. Got a bad feeling about this. Every time that phone rings, it's bad news. It's like that old riddle. Which came first? The ringing of the phone or the crime case? That's not like a riddle. That's the same type of logic that leads to that Day of the Tentacle puzzle, where you like wash a car in order to make it rain. It's just like a anecdotal coincidence that you've tried to ascribe reason to. If you say so. Trick time! Oh, there's my point. Ah, there you are. Do me a favor and have the doc come to the super's office, would you? Seems pretty busy at the moment, sir. Which one are you? The green one or the blue one? Huh? Oh, I'm the green one, sir. Listen, Greenie, get the good doc over here this instant. Or I'll see to it you never wear a green suit again! Yes, sir, I'll send him right up, sir. Trace complete. Super's office. Can I use that to go there? I think I'm supposed to get in the bag, right? Please, Doctor, go to the superintendent's office immediately. If I must. Nope, guess I'm using the phone. Trick time. No, just dial. Go to the super's office. Wondering now if this section will take longer than I want. Yet another gunshot rings out in the lonely junkyard on the edge of town. The sound gives me the feeling a new death will be waiting on the other side of the line. Doc, don't be so blue. The weird thing about that, one of the weird things about that, he is just an entirely blue man. One of the weird things about that is there's already a character who's defined by his blueness in that same scene. And they were introduced at the same time. Apparently I'm not the only one the Reaper's interested in tonight, but as long as there's anything I could do about it, I don't plan on letting anybody else die. Oh, no, okay, that is completed section. Okay, in that case, even though it's a touch on the short side, I think I would rather end soon and, save the next case for later rather than starting it. Save current place and time. Yes. Continue playing. No. Man, I really wanted to reach directly for the stream deck to transition back, but it broke. It's broken now. So now we do home. Hello, it's me, Big Vasco. Man, loving this. I mean, again, I remember this game being cool, but for one, I never actually played it. I watched someone Let's Play it back in the same era when I was watching Phoenix Wright before I ever played that game. Two, I don't know, man. It's just really snappy and slick, and the dialogue is great, and the characters are fun and weird. I don't know. It's also kind of refreshing that, you know, I've been playing a lot of these like modern day, higher budget visual novel games from Japan, and they, for whatever reason, there's this trend of them leaning really hard on these like kind of uncomfortable like tropes about like lecherous people and like horniness and stuff, and like that's fun to like an extent, but like some of the characters and even some of the main characters make it like almost their whole personality. And it's really nice to just kind of play Ghost Trick, and the characters are just fun and well written. And, like, none of them is, like, threatening to do weird bedroom stuff. I don't know. It's just been kind of a while. I mean, like, granted, we just came off of playing Disco Elysium not that long ago, and that's not technically that, but any of you who watch that playthrough or even have passing familiarity with that game probably understand that that's kind of, like, heavy in its own way. So it's really nice for Ghost Trick to just be like, do you want to have some fun? Heck yeah. Missile the Dog. Telephone Magic. Talking God Lamp. All of it is great. It's just a really good time. I've been looking forward to this, but because it's been a really long time since I've like interacted with this game in any meaningful way, it has exceeded my expectations, and I'm thoroughly excited to continue playing it. I think my initial research suggested that it will probably take between 3 and 4 streams to complete. This one's going to be a little on the short side, but that's kind of because my whole stream setup exploded today, and I really need to evaluate it, and I don't want to spend extra time editing. No, not a dog lamp, a god lamp. That makes much more sense, doesn't it, Crit Twitch? I'm also glad people were here for Missile. I don't want to say anything else about that. Yeah, this is great. I hope you're enjoying it. Definitely going to try and get the VOD up as quick as possible, because I feel like there may have been more people excited for this than made it out to the stream today. But yeah, I gotta get to doing this is a bunch of work that I don't want to do. So, let's wrap up this. I'm so mad about just the frame and everything. So yeah, somewhere on the couch I've hidden a secret Squirtle. If you can see a Squirtle like this chap, or this fellow, that Squirtle is not itself a secret. It may, however, be hiding a secret. You never know. What you must do now is to consider where I've hidden a Squirtle. Under or behind or somehow otherwise relative to something that you can see. Because if you are able to locate a secret Squirtle, it will be an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. So, I'm going to drink some of this 100% juice apple. And then we're going to find that secret Squirtle together. And then I'm going to cry while I edit this episode. And then I'm going to try and fix everything. But that's going to probably take all of the free time from my entire week. Yay. I cannot stress to you how badly this has impacted my life. This non-consensual Windows update that, like, somehow simultaneously ruined multiple elements of my streaming setup. On a night that I was streaming. Very bad news. Okay. Let's gather some guesses, huh? I missed this question before. Neko asked, isn't Ghost Trick Japanese too? Yes! That's not the point, though. The point is, the new games lean on uncomfortable, like, Japanese character archetypes. I didn't say, I'm glad I'm playing a game that's not Japanese. My point was that I'm glad that, like, as much fun as I occasionally have with, like, Shinigami and Raincode and, you know, like, Tama and Nirvana Initiative, I'm kind of glad that characters are just kooky and not horny. I'm feeling that inside the angry black squid. Okay. I take that as your guess. For some reason, my brain read that sentence weird, so I read it out loud weird. Tuning Fox is suspicious. Okay. Brown bear, perhaps. Behind our giant narwhal, maybe. Togepi. Michael also guesses that Big Bread is going to be behind the Pokemon. Let's see, shall we? Maybe I'll even remember some of those guesses by the time I stand up. Okay. You're in arm's reach. Come with me if you want to live. Octohead. Also known as Rage Octopus. Also known as, just a blank, angry black octopus. Whoop. He's hiding a Halloween friend because we're starting to build up to the spooky season. This is our Porcupirate, Hans, who, as you may have guessed, is not a Squirtle. Let's see. What else had we guessed? There's a guest behind Brown Bear. Obviously, you can see Baby Yoda wearing Neko's tiny pirate hat. Hiding back there, we have our dolphin friend. I don't know why I said it like that. Alright, I have forgotten several of the guesses already. Okay. Big Narwhal, Narissa. Beautiful Technicolor Dream Wall. Hiding back there and under Big Friend Squirtle. What a big friend Squirtle. His cool spot, the weird pillow. Feel like we had tuna guess. There was guess where bread was. Maybe that's throwing me off. Togepi. I think everything converges to Togepi, does it not? So, suspicious tunic fox, perhaps. And this Togepi is too large. I ordered Togepi expecting it to not be the size of a bus, but it is. On the plus side, it does allow him to conceal a secret Squirtle of considerable mass. And as a result, that is, of course, the location of the secret Squirtle. Let me tell you a random fact about the trip to Boston I just took. I think I mentioned yesterday that we stopped off in a mall at one point, and like we did like a cool activity around there that I'll probably talk about in more detail at some point in my life. But as we were like walking through the mall, there was just like a random sort of like Japanese curio shop kind of thing. And it just had a shelf that had just like all of the existing Pokemon Squishmallows on it. I'm like, how is that possible? How is there a physical storefront in a mall that just has all of these in stock? I was a little disheartened. At the time, I wanted to get the Gengar to have like more spooky things for the couch for October. But I had packed really light because I didn't want to check a bag, and I'm like, there's no way I'm fitting a whole Squishmallow anywhere. But it turns out it's fine, because, spoiler alert, I'm good and covered. Ralph stocked some good friends today, and you'll be seeing some soon. That's true. They did not have the Teddy Ursa and Piplup, but they did have Gengar, Snorlax, Togepi, and Pikachu. And like the normal sized Togepi, not the bus one. Don't get me wrong, I love bus Togepi, but I kind of was hoping that he'd be like a normal size so that he could cooperate with other things on the couch and not like have his own orbit. I even saw somewhere online someone had like a misprinted Piplup with one like wrong color eye. And I'm like, I bet that would fetch a weird price on a secondary market somewhere. Anyway, I do have some stuff to do because everything broke today. Thank you so much for joining me. We will be back next weekend. Friday will be more Rain Code. Saturday, we're going to keep playing Ghost Trick, and we're going to have a great time doing it. In the meantime, may Windows not destroy your happiness, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. Whenever that may be. In the meantime, remember that you are Claus.